இருக்கிறீங்க என்ன பரம் young people எல்லாம் இருக்கிறீங்க. Oh, how are you, Prasad?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, sir.
Good. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Velipillai on iPhone. Hello, Velipillai.
Hello, it's boss. Velipillai boss.
Board. It's beautiful Velipillai. Happy New Year. இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
வாழ்த்துக்கள். Thank you.
Hope it's going to be a good one. Hello, Gajanan. I like that.
பொறுத்திருந்து வாப்போம்.
இந்த மாதிரியான young people எல்லாரையும் வச்சிருக்கீங்க. We want the younger ones to do better. என்ன பரம்?
வணக்கம் யோகன் சார். பிரசன்னா வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் பிரசன்னா. அப்படி நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா?
புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். 5 நிமிஷத்துல வீட்டுக்கு வந்துருவேன் நானு.
புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள் from here to Bristol.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
Hope is going to be a good one for all of us.
It will be. சார் அப்புறம் இன்னொன்னு எனக்கு லைட்டா தோணுச்சு, இப்பதான் தோணுச்சு. I think கொஞ்சம் வந்து நம்ம தமிழ் அண்ட் இங்கிலீஷ் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி பேசினா நல்லா இருக்கும்னு சொல்லிட்டு I'm feeling probably அது நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். தமிழ் புத்தாண்டா இருக்கிறதுனால வந்து I think I really feel we will give some facts in Tamil also.
Like a countdown ஆரம்பிக்குது இன்னைக்கு வந்து
எங்க மலோலாவ காணி.
ஆமா, ஒலிம்பிக்ஸ் countdown வந்து ஆரம்பிக்குது இன்னைக்கு. So அதனால we can also talk in Japanese. Absolutely, like not a problem.
If someone knows.
Like there is a version of people in Japan who claim they are from Tamil origin.
Because ingara pilliyal ellam poda pilliyal thane
Tamilku வந்து like there is a lot of similarity in grammar. So and they are also right.
Tamil pongal அதாவது தை பொங்கல் they also celebrate.
So there is a lot of
different way.
Similarity.
In a different way but same date.
Any celebration you bring people together. Hello Akshya.
Hi.
I am very pleased to meet you, young lady.
It's good to meet you too.
My God, what a person you are. And you are from Wimbledon, aren't you?
Kingston.
Yeah, Kingston. You are part of us.
Yeah.
Royal Borough Kingston upon Thames. What a person you are. We are very pleased.
Thank you.
Of your achievement. I think you had to talk about your achievement very well, and you are at Oxford University, aren't you? In the second year.
Yes.
We are very proud.
Thank you.
Certainly give a tremendous boost to the younger ones.
Thank you so much.
I like that. I think you need to take over this place and do this one nicely. But I know I'm relatively older, but I rather like to see younger ones coming up and moving it and taking it further.
No, definitely.
For the future. Yeah? That's very good. But you said Kingston, and where about in Kingston you are?
New Malden?
You are part of the Royal Borough Kingston upon Thames. What a person you are.
Thank you.
Amazing. Welcome. When I was talking to Prasad, he said you are from Wimbledon.
No, I live in New Malden.
I'm not sure.
So we got two eminent people from Kingston. Are you aware about Mike Basman?
Yes, I know Mike Basman very well.
Oh, well done. Yeah. He is from Chessington.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He is from Chessington. He certainly empowered all the younger ones.
Yeah.
1 million people.
Yeah, I used to play for his Surrey team.
Were you?
So I know him very, very well.
Well done. Did you manage to get them, Prasad, Mike Basman?
No, I've not like I've passed the word to him.
Yes.
Like umpire is like coming down. So just 1 minute. I will check with him.
So don't worry. It's a real achievement. I'm very pleased. There are two eminent people in that particular. Hello, Sandhya. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Hi everyone. Hi Akshay.
Hi Sanbayar. Hi Sanbayar. Prasanna here.
Happy New Year and Puthandu Valthukal Sanbayar. You not try that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. We will start within 2 minutes time our program. So
Exact this thing, like 2/4/1404. So like it's
yeah, we are going to start right now. Welcome to everyone who is joining today with us. Happy Tamil New Year. And I really will give a big thank to respected Councillor Jugan Jugaroja, our Chief Guest,
Yoganathan.
Yuganathan, sir, and respected Councillor Abdullah. And I would like to thank to Sambhya, who's come from UK Chess Academy. Also, I would like to invite Mr. Other councillors. I'm very sorry because I'm the person who's has accepted people, and at the same time I'm trying to give a welcome speech. I would like to give this to Mr. Manola Prashad. He will continue this program today. And Mano, could you please take?
okay. Thank you, Nila. It's a wonderful opportunity for during the Tamil New Year to bring people from world diaspora. So not just from Tamil Nadu or Sri Lanka, and we have actually brought people from all over the world, right from Australia, Singapore, Malaysia. We have invited people are joining right now, and from Middle East as well, Africa, as well as Germany, France, then to UK, Canada, as well as Brazil. So that all continents have been covered, and of course this is the pride of Tamil. We don't exactly own land, but our origin is very clear, and our destination is also, our contributions are extremely clear, and that way this is a brilliant opportunity for the diaspora to come together and reflect our journey in terms of what we have contributed in terms of the cultural heritage, and chess is a great example on how we have demonstrated achievements. It's not just from India, even from Sri Lanka, we have Akshaya's achievement. It's mind-boggling achievement. I don't think I think Sanbhaya would be the best person to talk about this in terms of I've not seen a history of anybody under 12 participating in an Olympiad itself in the first place. But she's not just participated in the Olympiad at the youngest age. She has won British championship at 11, and she has continued to play 4 Olympiads. We have an Olympian in the first place, and the respect what we need to get is something beyond, and how they can give an understanding of the chess experience is something it's precious, and that way Akshaya having come here is such important thing. So we'll ask Sanbhaya to speak at the moment, and then we'll ask Akshaya to also celebrate her journey and this thing. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. Okay, thank you, Malala,
Yeah.
for the introduction, and I can tell you very shortly a few words about Akshaya. We met when she was 7 years old, and then there was tournament in Sari, and then she was totally new player. Prior her, I was coaching the Sari team, under 9, under 7 team. There was very experienced players who played 2-3 years already chess, and then they've been playing for Sari Vaiwali team. And then when she approached first time, she was totally new player, absolute beginner level, and then she was the difference from the other people. She was very hard working and very talented person. Within about 6 months, she catched up all the world players. About 6-8 months, she works very hard and she catched up. And the target was to beat all the under 8 boys in the Sari team. Our plan was we had the under 9 team, under 11 team, and the under 9 team we had 24 boards. The Sari team, and then after a year she played in chess actively. She was fighting for the top first board for the Surrey team or Way Valley team, which is the England's strongest team county in the country. And then she achieved that when she was 8 years old. And then since then, I don't remember she been second place for any tournaments she played ago. And then she was playing for the top England players like Alex, all those people. And then I'm very proud of her because she played the youngest England player, I think, played Olympiad. Already 4 Olympiads under her belt, and then many more to come, you know. And also I remember the times when she started playing chess, she had very hard time with the school because she missed a lot of schools, and then the school head teacher even wasn't happy to accept her academically to going to school and playing chess same time. But we overcome all the hurdles with the support with the family. Mom and dad, they are very keen to support her. They everywhere we plays in the around the country and outside of the supported her, and then she showed us her talent and commitment. Okay, and actually you can tell us how many championships you won. Just very short. I'm very proud you are studying on the Oxford now. I mean, in the last 2-3 years we haven't seen each other. Okay, Akshay, go ahead. You can tell your achievements.
Firstly, I just want to say thank you for that introduction, Prasad and Baya, and happy Tamil New Year to everyone. So I started playing chess when I was around 7 or 8, and I first started when I joined my school chess club. And from that, I first played in Mike Basman's Surrey tournaments that he organized, which is where, as Baya said, I first met him. I lost many games at the beginning, and thanks to Baya, who was an incredible teacher. And honestly, I really owe him so much in terms of my chess development, particularly in the initial stages. So he took me from a complete beginner to essentially becoming the under-10 British champion, both among boys and girls. And I really want to thank Baya in that he never really limited me to my gender, in that he never encouraged me to only participate in girls tournaments or only try to compete against girls, but he really pushed me to try to be the best both among boys and girls. And I think that's one of the reasons why I've managed to achieve so much in my chess career so far. So if I can just speak briefly about the achievements that I'm most proud of as a chess player. So every weekend, my parents would take me to chess tournaments, and with the encouragement of Baya as well, he would encourage me to play against other students, as well as practice with puzzles and tactics trainers, which really helped me in my initial stages. And I initially started playing in county level tournaments, and I kept going, and I eventually managed to captain the Surrey team, which won many national events. And in terms of my national achievements, I first became the British Junior Chess Champion for the under-10 category. So I won that among both boys and girls, which is something that I'm very proud of, because as a female, there's only a very handful of females who have won both the male and the female prize. And after that, my parents started taking me to more international tournaments, and I started participating among adults as well. And I think that really helped me to really have to improve my chess abilities to match the adults that I was playing, because at a certain point, it was no longer feasible for me to continue to play junior events and players if I really wanted to develop as a chess player. So having to make that transition into playing adult tournaments as well was incredibly important. And at the age of 12, I won the under-12 British Championships again, both among boys and girls. But this year was particularly special because while I was playing the junior championships, I was also playing the British Women's Chess Championships. So I won that at the age of 11. I think Humpy Connery, the GM from India, I think we both won pretty much at the same age. So I was one of the youngest winners of the British Women's Chess Championships. And I won the British Women's Chess Championships again at the age of 14. And at 12, as Prasad said, I began representing England at Chess Olympiads and representing the England women's chess team in European events, etc. And I've now represented England in about 4 chess Olympiads, and I've played in Azerbaijan, Georgia, Norway, and I've even played during the pandemic, but unfortunately had to be online. But also, while I was playing as a junior, I used to play in a lot of international events among people in my age group as well. So I would say one of my proudest achievements as a junior chess player on the international stage, it was actually very recently when I placed third in the under-18 European Junior Chess Championships. And that was definitely something that I was very proud of, because I was in sixth form, I was studying a lot, and I had never actually won a medal up until that point at an international junior event, despite being ranked among the top 5 pretty much in every event I played in. But I managed to secure a bronze medal in that event, which was my final junior event on the international stage. And my peak rating was 2300, and I've been awarded the title of FIDE Master. And now currently, I continue to play chess quite a lot, and I still represent the England women's chess team, both in Olympiads and European Championships, but I'm also a student at Oxford, where I'm very active on the chess scene at the moment as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about my chess journey.
Very good. Very proud.
Yeah, I'm very proud of her. And then she's very hardworking person, never gives up.
That's good. That's what she is coming.
I remember her playing against adults when she started. After 1 year playing chess with the juniors, when she was playing the adults in the Ealing Chess Club, other tournaments, sometimes she lost against adults 10 games in a row. She never cried. Other girls will cry, go away, and then they will do different actions, but she never gave up, and then always played win, And also the England girls, I can't remember they won any medals from before. Akshay, who won any medals from European Championship? I don't think they won any medal.
No, there's one, I think. Yeah.
I think Ivanka and Harriet Hunt.
This is the ages. They are strong players 20 or 30 years ago. Since you start playing, England never had the medal from European Championship.
We are very proud of you, Akshaya, and I am very proud because you are from Royal Borough of Kingston upon Thames. It's our area, New Malden, and you are a Tamil. And also to talk about Mike Baseman and Sambia, you have done an excellent job. We are looking for young people like you, and you are now in Oxford University. You certainly a role model. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a few people from India.
Yes.
To mention, one is Mr. K.R. Sheshadri.
Yeah.
Tamil சொன்னா Indian Jambavan of chess அப்படின்னு வந்து சொல்லலாம். So literally he should have got even a couple of millions of young people, more than 50 or 60 years of work வந்து அவர் வந்து பண்ணி, right from grassroots to name the state or a city அவர் தெரியாம ஒரு இது இருக்காது. So he's come down for today's meeting. And one other person is my classmate, Grandmaster Sundarajan Kidambi. So he's also there on today's meeting. Kidambi, if you want to have a quick addressing, is it possible from your end?
Just yeah, ரொம்ப பெரிய ஆளுங்களா இருக்கு, சும்மா ஹாய் சொல்லிட்டு போகலாம், அவ்வளவுதான். வணக்கம் சார், வணக்கம் மாலுலா, and everyone is present here. Just you can carry on. I'll be a listener.
Okay, no, that's wonderful. I think the only grandmaster whom I asked இது வர முடியுமா அப்படின்னு வந்து கேட்கறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நான் வரேன் அப்படின்னு வந்து சொன்னா, it's very kind gesture from him. And if Sheshadri sir வந்து அவரால கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடிஞ்சதுனாக்க you can
hello.
Super.
Welcome my friends. Welcome Mr. Manohar Prasad. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join the meeting. Though okay. I am not very well versed with their topic, I am just listening. and then observing what is going on here. Okay, thank you.
In the like there's not much of the topic. This is just about all the diaspora coming together to like just bring chess program where like children can learn by themselves, and like how we can empower them. பார்க்க முடியற மாதிரி இருந்ததுனாக்க okay, it's all the journey that you have walked through. It's nothing that like new that you have we are creating, but the same the goodwill what you have done, we are just trying to like reflect that in a very very good day. Today is like launch of like Olympics as well, like last 100 days road to like Japanese Olympics, and as well as like Tamil New Year. So that way like people from all over the world have like actually come down. At least like one person from each continent has represented in this meeting. That's the crux of it.
Thank you, Mr. Malayalam. Thank you.
Okay, and Prasanna, you want to continue? You can like actually continue and like this was the event.
Thanks, Malala Prasad. I think first of all, I would like to start in Tamil, and எல்லாருக்கும் வந்து புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். The reason why I want to speak in Tamil first is because it's a Tamil New Year's Day, and then I would like to start in Tamil, and then I will just say a few words in English as well. Actually பாத்தீங்கன்னா வந்து குழந்தைங்க தான் வந்து ஃபியூச்சர், அது எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சதுதான். ரெண்டாவது என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, ஒரு குழந்தைகிட்ட இருந்தா இன்னொரு குழந்தை வந்து ஈஸியா எல்லா கல்ச்சரும் சரி எல்லாமே வந்து கத்துப்பாங்க. அதனால வந்து வாட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், என்ன இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அப்படின்னா வந்து குழந்தைங்க எந்த அளவுக்கு எவ்வளவுக்கு எவ்வளவு நம்ம குழந்தைங்களை வந்து இது மாதிரி விஷயத்துல இன்வால்வ் பண்றோமோ அது வந்து உண்மையிலே எல்லாருக்கும் நல்லது. ஏன்னா ஒரு இப்ப தமிழ் குழந்தைங்களுக்கு வந்து அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு கல்ச்சர், அவங்களுக்கு கத்து கொடுத்த விஷயத்த வந்து ஸ்ரீலங்கன் டயஸ்போரால இருக்கிற குழந்தைங்களுக்கு அவங்க சொல்லி தருவாங்க. ஸோ குழந்தைங்க வந்து ஈஸியா கத்துக்க முடியும். அந்த ஒரு ரீசன்னால வந்து இந்த ஒரு விஷயம் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு நாங்க முடிவு பண்ணோம். யோகன் சார் கூட வந்து பேசி நாங்க வந்து பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு இது பண்ணோம். ஸோ அதுதான் வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா அக்ஷயா வந்து பேசினாங்க. ஸோ ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது. ஏன்னா வந்து அவங்க ரொம்ப சின்ன வயசுல வந்து இவ்வளவு அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ பெரிய விஷயம் அது. ரெண்டாவது அவங்கள்ட்ட இருந்து வந்து மீதி குழந்தைங்களும் நிறைய விஷயம் வந்து கத்துப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் நம்புறேன். So I think first of all I would like to thank everyone for joining. That is one. And I think as I said earlier, this is a children-led initiative, and I think the key thing is children is going to drive all the initiatives, and I think that's the main and key objective of us getting together. And I would like to probably take this opportunity to basically involve all the children from Indian diaspora to basically learn from the other children as well, which we will be going to see in the future. There will be quite a lot of events like this which is going to be coming. So this is the starting point. So we just wanted to begin on a very good day, and I would say an auspicious day like Tamil New Year. So with that, I think I would like to pass it on to Malala Prasad to say a few words, and thanks.
Okay, I've already said like few words. Maybe like the person like who have initiated these programs, I'd like to pass it to Muthukumar from Intellect Arena. So they had actually designed a program where like during pandemic, like they wanted to reach children and like some self-organizing perspective where children themselves can learn. And so that initiative like last 6 or 7 months like we have tried, and it'll be best for like Muthu to like reflect. And we also have like few children from that particular program, Rishali, who played in South Asian Chess Council, and like as a 6-year-old child, and like she came first in under 10 girls, like playing with Maldives, Pakistan, and other children. So that way like these two people can like reflect like few things, and like they can understand from Akshaya's journey. Like it is an epic journey, but there's the starting point is always from the community. Okay, on to you like
Yeah. Hi Malala. Hi everyone gathered over here. First of all, இனிய தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். So ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் டேல ஒரு special group of people have gathered. So I'm very happy to be part of this. And yeah, so as like Malala said, the chess program வந்து ஒரு community level we started. Like டோட்டலா இதெல்லாம் புதுசா இருந்த மாதிரி தான் இருந்தது இந்த லேர்னிங் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். பிகாஸ் லைக் நம்ம எல்லாமே வந்து யூஸ்வல் அந்த டீச்சர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மாடல் மாதிரி தான் இது வரைக்கும் எல்லாமே பார்த்துருப்போம். எல்லா கைண்ட் ஆஃப் லேர்னிங்ஸ் அப்படிதான் இருந்தது. But I would say this is going to be the future model. So like wherein like it will mostly focus on the peer learning. So which is like most effective. Now எங்களோட childhood daysல this is how we learned chess actually. Because அப்ப இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு செஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்கறதுக்கு அதுக்குன்னு வந்து ஒரு ஸ்பெசிபிக் பிளேஸ் டைம் அண்ட் எஃபோர்ட்லாம் பண்றதுக்குலாம் வந்து இட் வாஸ் லைக் வெரி மினிமல். ஐ மீன் we didn't get that much opportunity to be frank. So like we have to do some அப்ப இந்த மாதிரி ஆன்லைன் கூட கிடையாது. ஸோ இப்போ இட் வாஸ் லைக் மோர் இந்த மாதிரி டோர்னமெண்ட்ஸ் போய் இந்த மாதிரி ஆக்சுவலி என்னோட லேர்னிங்ஸ் எல்லாமே அப்படிதான் இருந்தது. லைக் மலோலா நான்லாம் வந்து லைக் we used to play chess together in the early days. கிடாம்பிலாம் கூட I have seen them. So I mean அப்போ அந்த மாதிரி டோர்னமெண்ட்ஸ் அப்பெல்லாம் வந்து I mean நான் யார்கிட்ட எல்லாம் தோத்திருந்தனோ ஸோ அவங்க கிட்ட எல்லாம் கூட I just approached them and I just got like what I could have done differently and what was the reason for this particular failure in Ramadi. So that is how I learned chess basically, and Malala was my guru during that time. So I just want to mention it here. So that is something which we are bringing it now in 2021, wherein like we are right now into the pandemic and people are locked down into a particular space. In the மாதிரி ஒரு time period whether the learning is possible அப்படின்னா வந்து yes it is possible அப்படிங்கறத we have showcased it, and it's like a kind of experiment that we have done for 6-7 months. And as Malala said, like yes, the kids have benefited, kids have learned a lot out of themselves. இதெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு self learning மாதிரி. So credit to Malala for this particular, and again Akshaya பேசினது வந்து கேட்ட it was like most inspiring. I'm sure இங்க இருக்கிற kids youngsters எல்லாருக்குமே she is going to be an inspiration definitely in the young age. Like she has achieved so much, and all the best for her future as well. And yeah, again it அவங்களோட ட்ரைனர் வந்து he was also complimenting like how she has performed starting from the failures and like how she has come to this level அப்படிங்கிறதுலாம். So it is all good, and yeah, it's a good auspicious day, and yes, we are taking this to the next level, and we hope this is going to be a big success and this is going to be the future. And thank you so much everyone for your support in this particular aspect, and looking forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Over to you, Malala.
On to you. Yeah, on to you, Nila. Like you know, like who and all have like come down from different parts of the world. So if you can facilitate like this thing. Before that, I'll just like ask like Vishali to just say a few words, because like she's the young, she's not yet 7, but like she's worked a lot for last 7 months. So just want to like hear a few words from her, and then like we'll get to like rest of the counselors who have a strong opinion to like push this particular movement forward. Hello, Vishali irkiya?
Yes sir.
Okay, please Ali, it's one turn. Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay. So she just said okay. Vishali basically like she came like first in like South Asian level. That was her first tournament, and like she even got the most entertaining game of the tournament. It was not judged by me. It was judged by children themselves, like from other countries, not from India, both from Pakistan as well as like Maldives. So it was like very interesting like encounters, like what they had done, and completely like worked by herself. Nobody taught her anything, not even the moves, not even this thing. You would just like get to the Zoom, and like she would do what she wants to do. Okay, maybe like Vishali irkiyani?
Is there?
Okay. Yeah, because it was muted. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Hi Akshaya.
Hi.
Yeah, that's sweet. Hi, Akshaya Akka.
Yeah. Knowing it well.
Okay. So, Solluma, we are all waiting for you. What is that you want to ask her?
The voice போகுதில்ல.
Akshaya, how many medals did you win?
I think it's very difficult for me to say because I played in so many tournaments. But I would say probably, Baya, what do you think? How many medals did I win? What would you estimate?
This is the, as I remember, maybe about 5-6 years back when I doing my small calculation, it was over 100. Actually, I don't know last year's. Okay, it was
52 weeks, 5 years.
100.
If she has played, like 250 medals minimum.
Oh, well done. Very good.
I have good mathematics.
Because all the, if you calculate actually only the UK Chess Challenge, okay, you won all the medals: mega final, giga final, terra final. Which means 3 medals easily from one event a year. And then how many London championships you won? And then all the Surrey championships and England.
Yeah.
It's about easily 30-40 medals per year.
Very good. Well done.
Okay. Okay. You have, yeah, that's interesting.
I will.
Thank where than questions, Sirka, or like we'll get back to Nila for rest of the program, like so that like this is not just a one-way communication. It is a dialogue. Basically, we need.
I think Vishali edo pesranga nenikiren. She's talking something.
Okay, mute irka. Okay.
Ama.
Okay.
Kelma.
Akka, even I want to win so many tournaments. I will follow you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Good
that's
luck.
Thank you, darling.
Now you can follow her on Twitter. You can follow her games. So many things you can do. Like you have learned all by yourself how to follow.
She wants to go to Oxford University and do law or other things. Aren't you, darling? Clever girl.
Okay, and yeah, one main thing was like this part of perspective, like Prasanna started running on like children's rights and like children-led developments in Southwest Initiative. That's what has like come up to this level to like see how we can like expand few opportunities. We'll get on to like rest of the counselors to see like what they reflect also from this particular small gathering, but at the same time like being community champions, like they will have a better understanding of like the like problems as well as like the challenges what like we have faced in terms of like the achievements what we have come. So on to Nila, it's all your day to like introduce like people who have come right from like Australia to other places, so that we want to like hear people before it's too late for them.
Yeah. வணக்கம். நான் இப்ப வந்து எங்களோட கவுன்சிலர் பரம் நடாட்ட வந்துட்டு கொடுக்கிறேன். நீங்க ஏதாவது கொஸ்டின் இருக்கா? நீங்க அக்ஷயா இருக்கிறாங்க அண்ட் விஷால் இருக்கிறாங்க, குட்டி உண்டு. அப்போ நீங்க ஒரு உங்களோட பார்வையை எங்களுக்கு ஒருக்கா சொன்னீங்கன்னா it will be help for us.
அனைவருக்கும் எல்லாருக்கும் புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். இன்று உங்களை இதுல சந்திப்பதில் பெரும் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன். அதே நேரத்துல அந்த குறுகிய கால நேரத்துல இன்றைய இந்த புத்தாண்டு நிகழ்ச்சியிலையும் நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்பித்ததுக்கு முதற்கண் நன்றிகளையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு what I'm hearing from Akshaya and also Vrishali is they are enjoying the chess, and I think nowadays many of our youngsters are taking on these extracurricular activities, football, cricket, and chess as well. And we need to promote among our community, because we always only program our children to be a doctor, engineer, and extra tuitions and nothing else. So when they goes to the job market, I do sit around some of the interviews, and they do struggle when it comes to teamwork and also any practical role play as well, because they haven't got any other extra skills. Only skills they know is reading books and answer the questions, and then they all say, oh, my daughter, my son gone to Oxford, Cambridge, or otherwise Russell's University, and that's it. But they don't prepare how to survive in the society. The chess game that teach you how to survive. It is like a mental arithmetic and maneuvering, and also technical play as well. You need to read the other side of the person's mind. What is he going to do? And if I move the pony this way, and how is he going to react to it? And so you will be preparing your mental state and your mentally and physically everything in advance for 2-3 moves ahead. So this will give people to organize, how to organize their work, and how to creative thinking. Extra other skills will come along. The people play chess, and I have noticed so many people, those who play chess, they are extraordinary, not only in the mathematics skills, and also good organizers and also good leaders, because most of the politicians, senior politicians, they do play chess in the bar and all of the things. So what I will say, short and sweet, not only we keep it to ourselves the success, we need to expand, and we need to explore, and we need to use people like Akshaya to promote this beautiful game to everybody. And thank you for giving me this opportunity, and good luck to everybody, and keep up your good work. Thank you.
Well done, Param.
Thank you, Param. I would like to give the opportunity to Mr. Gana Nakiruddin, who is presented to the councillor. Gana Nakiruddin, please. Ganana? Mute பண்ணி இருக்கிறீங்க, உங்களோட கால் வந்து மியூட்ல இருக்குது. I would like to give, let us try a bit later. I would like to give a chance, Mr. Nimal Vinayagamurthy, Mr. from Canada. Hi, vanakkam Nimal anna.
வணக்கம் நிலா, அண்ட் வணக்கம். இதுல பங்கு பெற்ற எல்லாருக்கும் நான் உண்மையில நேரத்துக்கு அதில் ஜாயின் பண்ண முடியல, கொஞ்சம் லேட்டா தான். ஆனால் இந்த விஷயம் போய்கொண்டிருக்கிறது விளங்குது. உங்களோட இன்விடேஷன்ல முறையோட விளங்கினது. இப்ப முதல்ல பேசியவரும் வந்து அதை ஏற்கனவே சொல்லி இருக்கிறார். இப்படியான வந்து செஸ் கேம் போல உள்ள ஆக்டிவிட்டி வந்து மிகவும் முக்கியமானது. ஒரு இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஷார்ப் பண்றதுக்கும், இது பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் எந்த தொழில, எந்த ஃபீல்ட்ல, எந்த இதுல படிக்கிறாக்களுக்கும் எல்லாருக்குமே எப்படி வந்து நாங்கள் அன்றாடம் ஃபேஸ் பண்றது, அவர் சொல்லியிருந்தார், ஒப்போனன்ஸ் மைண்டை ரீட் பண்றதுல இருந்து, எங்களோட மைண்டை ஷார்ப் பண்ணி கொள்றதுல இருந்து. இது ஒரு சதுரங்கம், உலகமே சதுரங்கத்துலதான் இன்றைக்கு இயங்குது. சதுரங்க விளையாட்டுலாம் உலகமே இயங்குது. ஸோ இது வந்து மிகவும் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இந்த ஆக்டிவிட்டியை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணி கூட ஆக்களை பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண வைக்கிறது ஒரு உன்னதமான பணி. வாழ்த்துக்கள். நன்றி.
Thank you so much. And Mr. Ganana, நீங்க லைன்ல நிக்கிறீங்களா? வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணினீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் ஹெல்ப்பா இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் நேம்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் வித்தியாசமா வருது. அப்ப எனக்கு தெரியல நேம், நீங்கள் யார் என்ன நேம்ல ஜூம்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிருக்கிறீங்கன்னு. If you don't mind, could you please on your videos? That's quite good ஆ இருக்கும் எனக்கு. On பண்ண முடியாக்கா. Mr. Kodishwaran from Qatar, are you available here? Mr. G. Kodishwaran?
Okay, like we'll ask like a few more children to like also like talk. Alternate பண்ணி இது பண்ண. There are like a few more who have joined. But at same time, like anybody wants to like talk, like please go ahead. And the names connect பண்ணிருக்கிறது வந்து like the IDs are not clear.
That's right.
Okay.
Lishant, நீங்கள் ஏதாவது சொல்ல விரும்புறீங்களா குட்டி?
Okay, there's
Happy Tamil New Year to all.
okay. Any specific question? Because he's one of the most. Ama, sollu.
Akshaya, at what age you started your championship tournament?
What age?
Yeah, you started your tournaments. Yeah.
So I first learned playing chess around 7-8, and I think I really started playing championship tournaments maybe 8.5 years. How old are you, Lishant?
He's 7. Okay. So which means you are already ready. You should be already ready to play like a world championship. Yeah.
I would like to invite Mr. Gajanan from Singapore. I think his son is playing chess. So I want to welcome to him and have some words. He's joined from Singapore. உங்களோட கால் மியூட்ல இருக்குது, எடுத்துட்டு கதைச்சிங்கடா. Yeah.
Sorry. I tried to wake him up. He bit sleepy. Right now here is around 10 o'clock. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம், புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். நாங்கள் ஸ்ரீலங்கன், பட் சிங்கப்பூரில் இருக்கிறோம் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 15 years. ஸோ இந்த கோவிடால் கொஞ்சம் எங்களுக்கு ஓப்பன் அப் ஆகி கஜானன் வந்து செஸ் வந்து இப்போ லேர்ன் பண்ணி கொண்டு இருக்கிறேன் ஃப்ரம் ஒன் ஆஃப் த இந்தியன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட். என்ன கிளாஸ்? What is the class? You don't remember the institute, but it's an online class. He just started learning and now start playing games. Hopefully he will go to the next stage very soon, I think. He's really enjoying. You want to tell something about? If anyone asks question, maybe he can answer.
2 minutes.
Just some interaction with him. Maybe Akshaya or someone, younger people, may talk to him.
Hi.
Hi.
How long have you been playing chess for?
2 months.
4 months. Do you want to play any tournaments?
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everyone. I think you go carry on with the rest of the participants.
Yeah, in openly speak, like உங்களோட நேம் எனக்கு ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியாம இருக்குது. அதோட
கஜானன் son in the name தான் நான் போட்டுருக்கேன்.
இல்ல உங்கள இல்ல, other people I'm talking
Other
about.
people, okay.
Yes, and if anyone wished, okay, Mr. Kana Nakiran, are you ready to speak something? Or?
Oh, hello, vanakkam ellarkum. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I totally forgot. I know it's 2 o'clock, but unexpected busy
It's
time.
recorded.
So
Get your recording. No.
So something I couldn't really get on time. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope some people are here with the tradition, our tradition clothes, and Shari and Johanna with the Verti Salve, things like that. Wonderful. But I couldn't go out today, so I'm staying home and do so many pressure on my head, so with things like that. In terms of the chess, congratulations, everyone. You guys are doing well. I remember I used to play when I was a small boy. I play chess, but I not really learn properly. But I know how to move the stuff, but I can't. But I think I know how to finish king as well. I think I know that, but I don't know the full procedure. I mean, I probably forgot. That's why. But anyway, that's it. Not for my age anymore. But I know for the young children, we have to encourage them to participate. This is where Nila and the team, you guys are doing very well. Thank you very much. And then, as I said, I will help your team as much as I can. I will speak to the other team wherever you can promote the game. And then earlier we discussed about the way to get more people in, advertise in the temple and the shops and online. Nowadays there are a lot of platforms available, so I'm sure you can use that. And thank you very much for inviting me, and my apology to Nila, I came a little late. Thank you.
Kanana. I would like to invite Dr. M. Jairam from India, Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore, please. Dr. Jairam.
Happy evening, all of you friends. Happy New Year. எல்லாருக்கும் இனிய தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். I'm actually Happy New Year எல்லாரும். நான் கோயம்புத்தூர் தமிழ்நாட்டுல இருந்து பேசுறேன். இந்த இதுல என்னைய பாலா ஜெர்மன்ல இருந்து பாலா தான் என்ன இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தாரு. நான் சவுத் இந்தியா மலேசியா சேம்பர் ஆஃப் காமர்ஸ்ல நான் ஒன் ஆஃப் தி டைரக்டர். நான் இங்கே இந்தியாவில் வந்து எக்ஸ்போர்ட் பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ரெண்டாவது ஸ்கூல்ஸ் எஜுகேஷன் மியூச்சுவல் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷன்ஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கோசரம் ட்ரை பண்ணி இந்த வருஷம் நாங்கள் ட்ரை பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் அப்படின்னா அந்த வெளிநாட்டில் இருக்க படிக்கிற பிள்ளைகளையும் இங்கே இருக்கிற பிள்ளைகளையும் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணி படிப்பில் இருக்கிற ஆர்வத்தை அவங்கள தூண்டணும். நீங்கள் பேசின இதே சப்ஜெக்டை தான் நாங்கள் நிறைய பேர் பேசணும். நான் பை ரோட்ல நின்றுட்டு இருக்கேன், அதனால உங்களுக்கு சவுண்டு கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸா இருக்கும், சாரி. பின்னால என்னன்னா எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ப்ரோக்ராம் சவுத் இந்தியா மலேசியா சேம்பர்ல நான் மெம்பரா இருக்கிறனால கம்போடியா, இந்தோனேஷியா, பிலிப்பைன்ஸ், இந்த கண்ட்ரில ஸ்ரீலங்கா இங்க இருக்கவங்க எல்லாத்துக்கிட்டையும் வந்து எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ப்ரோக்ராம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட இருந்த நம்ம தமிழ் பண்பாட்டுகளையும் கலைகளையும் அவங்களுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்து அவங்களோட பாத்தீங்கன்னா இருக்கிற நம்மளோட தமிழ் ஆர்வத்தையும் அவங்களோட மொழிபெயர்ப்புகளையும் புரிந்து கொள்ளணும் அப்படின்றத வந்து என்னோட ஆர்வமா இருக்கு. இதை வந்து எல்லாத்துக்கிட்டையும் நம்ம ஒரு கூட்டு முயற்சியில எடுத்து பண்ணணும்னா கண்டிப்பா இதை வந்து நம்ம சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா செய்யலான்றது என்னோட எண்ணம். இதுக்கான வழிமுறைகளை நான் இப்போ கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டு எல்லாம் செய்யறதுக்கான நடைமுறைப்படுத்திட்டு இருக்கோம். இதுல இந்தியால இருந்து நிறைய செய்யறதுக்கான வாய்ப்புகள் நிறைய ஸ்கூல்ஸ் இருக்கு. அது மூலியமா நம்ம நிறைய நம்மளோட குழந்தைகளுக்கு வந்து கலாச்சாரையும் பண்பாட்டையும் அவங்களுக்கு நெறிமுறைப்படுத்தலான்றது என்னோட அபிப்பிராயம்.
Thank you for your opinion, and we are talking about chess today.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's a wonderful opportunity in terms of like Southeast Asia to promote பண்ற ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து like I would like to introduce like Sanbayar like பேசினது வந்து he's one of the Asia's coordinator for like zone 3.3 Southeast Asia is from Mongolia side is the responsible person. So definitely like entire Southeast Asia development one of the key person is like Mr. Sanbayar. So yeah, I just want to register.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
There are some noises are coming, so the reason why, could you please mute your volumes? It's something to others, if you don't mind. Thank you. And now it's an open forum because as I said to you earlier, I couldn't recognize the faces. It's already closed by the faces and it's very difficult to identify. The reason why I just give a chance to whoever, do you have any questions towards to Akshaya or towards to Samba or anyone, please post the question there, and you have any.
Okay. Yeah, meeting la vanda, like, Akshaya's parents are that, like, why don't they speak a little bit of the journey? That will be like also interesting from, a parent's view, because like most of the, the recognition somebody never gets is always the parents. Achievements வந்து நம்ம பண்ணதுக்கான ஒரு மெயின் ஆணிவேர் வந்து like some of the parents now. So I'll request like both Raj as well as like thought like her mom is also there, so like both can like share few insights. That will be like great.
Is your daddy there, Raj?
Raj, I saw like Raj was there.
Yeah, he's on the Zoom call, but I'm not sure if he's.
Oh, he's listening. Okay. Okay.
I think he's a bit shy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he has achieved so much.
They did all the hard part. They did all the hard work.
Hello. Hi. Okay. Hello. Sorry, I couldn't on my camera. Hi. No. Sorry. Okay, 1 minute. Oh, hello.
Hi, Sasi.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Baya. Hi, how are you? How is everyone? Tamil Puttandu Vaattukal. Yeah.
I mean,
you did all the hard work, Sasi.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry?
You did all the hard work.
Oh, yeah, it's really hard work, but it's it's worth it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
No, I'll just say that my parents took me to tournaments every single weekend, so it's a massive investment in terms of especially when you're starting out as a child. It's really the onus of the parent to actually take the kids to tournaments and provide them with coaches. So in that respect, parents are incredibly important in terms of the initial development as a chess player. So I definitely want to thank my parents for spending so much money on me and taking me abroad to so many chess tournaments. My mum, I think every weekend she came with me to a chess tournament, and she took me abroad as well to all my Olympiads when I was young. So I really appreciate that. So definitely parents are very important for a child's chess development, for sure.
Yeah, one question I have for Akshaya is like, okay, you have a decade long journey, which is like, I don't think like, many have that experience in the UK. What is that like you want to do for the next decade? Because we are starting 2021 and 2030 is like something like, the entire sustainable development movement is going on. And like, what is that like, you want to see or like drive as an achievement, what you have seen to like the systems, what you think will like benefit large number of like people benefiting out of chess. What is that like what you always thought like, okay, this should have been there, but if this is there, like many people will be benefited from like the experiences or unique learning experiences that you have had, and been an ambassador, and you continue to be an ambassador as well for a lifetime. But at the same time, like that single thought, like what you're going to like say is something like right from like your counselor is like watching, everybody is watching. If they want to like make that particular dream come true, what is that like you want to contribute or like sow the seed at this point of time?
Well, I personally really want to help as many children and young girls and young boys as possible to actually get involved in chess and continue playing chess among a certain age, because I'm sure both Baya and Prasad, I think I've seen you both at chess tournaments, and a lot of juniors sort of stop playing around the 12 to 13 mark. I think because they see chess as solely a competitive game, where if you're not achieving in terms of becoming British champion or county champion, you don't sort of deserve to continue practicing and playing. But that's not true at all. I think it's really important to push chess as sort of a recreational activity that's for life and not just for short-term achievements in your youth, because while that is important and can help you later on in terms of university applications or jobs, ultimately chess is a skill for life, and it can teach you so many important things about being patient, critical thinking, analysis. So in that respect, I think it's really important to instill in young children that learning chess is a lifelong pursuit. So it's not something that's limited to your youth, and anyone can continue to play chess regardless of your age. It doesn't matter. You can be a 50-year-old and you can start chess now and play tournaments and aim to improve. So I think it's really important to stop looking at chess as a vehicle of achievement, but start sort of taking the benefits from it and using the game to help you out in your own life. And I'll definitely say, in terms of encouraging the youth, I think it's really important to create a network of chess players, essentially, help them play online. And also, it's important to be competitive, but I also think it's really important to make friends along the way, because I think some of the friends that I've made as a chess player are definitely lifelong friends. And it's really interesting when traveling abroad to international events, you meet so many different people from so many different countries. But when I was playing at the Olympiad, I met girls from Syria, and this was like at the height of the civil war and everything. So that was a very enriching experience. It can really teach a lot about culture and other people's countries and how they live. So in that sense, playing chess is not only a mental pursuit and really helps you in terms of your mental development, but it can also help you make friends, teach you the importance of teamwork and really networking and building connections in that way. So I think really, if I was a young child playing chess again, I would say it's important to be competitive, but at the same time, everyone around you, your peers who are playing chess, they should also be your friends. And you should also try to build connections with them, because ultimately they will also help you improve. And once you're older, you'll definitely be sort of grateful for those connections. So yeah, that's what I kind of hope the younger generation will sort of get from chess at the moment.
Okay, that's excellent. And one final question from my side. Okay, you've been a chess player right from like your childhood, and now you're at Oxford. Now you can see the whole world from Oxford. What has changed?
In terms of my life, or in terms of just chess?
Anything in terms of like a change? What has changed from seeing what you have seen in the chess world to like seeing what you see in real life, being in the one of the best academic place in the world?
Well, I would say one of the advantages I had as a chess player going to Oxford is that I immediately sort of had a network of people that I knew, because they used to play chess with me, and I joined the chess club, and I had friends from so many different colleges, from different backgrounds. So in that sense, I felt very much at home at Oxford initially, because I was able to connect with these other chess players who I used to play with in my youth. I would say aside from that, chess has also really helped me in my studies, because I think one of my longest chess games lasted about 7 hours, and just in general, chess games will last on average between 3 to 4 hours. So in that sense, it really sort of helped me when I was in the library, for example, and studying. I could focus on my work because I had already illustrated my ability to actually focus for a long period of time during a chess game. So I could apply those skills while I was also working. So in that sense, chess has also helped me academically. And I also feel that in general, being at a very academic institution like Oxford, chess is very much it's a very much respected game. And I think what I found that was very different from my secondary school to Oxford is that pretty much everyone around me knew how to play chess, and they were also very receptive in terms of joining the chess club, etc. So, for example, we've actually very recently set up a inter-college female tournament in Oxford, which is the first of its kind. So it's just things like that. I think having not just chess, but any extracurricular activity in general, it really allows you to make an impact in the university that you go to. So it made me more comfortable in the space that I was in, and it also allowed me to really make connections with people in other colleges. So I would say ultimately it's sort of networking, and also just the transferable skills that I learned from chess was really applicable to my studies as well.
Okay, that's phenomenal.
Okay. Malola, I have couple of questions. One for Akshaya, another one for Akshaya's mom. So the question to Akshaya is, from the child's perspective, what would you like to say for all the other parents? And to your mom, what I'm going to ask is the other way around. So what would you say to the kids? This is for your mom. So you're going to say from your perspective, what the parents should do. And I'm going to ask your mom to say what the kids should do.
In terms of what the parents should do, I think you should push your child, but it should be more encouraging, and they should know that you ultimately you're trying to do what's best for their future, but at the same time you should be also there as a safety net. So in that sense, I think I've noticed that in the Tamil community for young chess players in general, I would say a lot of chess players dropped out early on because there was a lot of external pressure coming from parents. So in that sense, I would say pushing is important, but only to a certain extent. And I would say aside from that, just really do as much as possible in terms of finding the best coaches you can, supporting a chess player mentally, because playing chess is very mentally taxing. So like I said before, it takes about 3-4 hours each game. And I think compared to a lot of other team sports, a loss feels very personal because you're almost sort of playing, it's almost like you're comparing your mental abilities. So in that sense, losing feels like a very personal defeat, and that can be really mentally challenging. I definitely found that when I first started playing chess, I used to get really, really upset every time I lost a game, particularly at junior events, because I got really frustrated. I would think I'm rated so much higher than this person. I should easily be able to beat them, but I didn't. But ultimately, it's important to learn how to come back from those defeats and really persevere and continue playing the next game without really having this cloud of defeat sort of doing anything sort of hinder your abilities to win the next game. So in that sense, I think it's really important for parents to support their children mentally, but also to provide the best resources possible in terms of coaching and really devoting your time to taking the children to chess tournaments, because I think chess it's a very expensive sort of sport to get into, because if you really want to develop, you have to play so many tournaments initially. So parents are really important in this. And I think if parents can really take some time out from work and take their kids to tournaments on the weekends, that would be really helpful. But yeah, ultimately, I would say mental support is what I would expect from a parent, mostly.
I think you have covered my other question as well on the
Yeah,
technique, so
I think she jumped. Yeah, actually, she said this right. I mean, I don't know whether to speak in English. Yeah. So first, you need
you can talk in Tamil, ma'am. I think probably that'll be good. சொன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும், சந்தோஷம் தான் எனக்கு.
Okay. எல்லாருக்கும் அந்த patience தான் very important. நீங்க இப்ப tournament போனீங்கன்னா morning 9 to 6, sometimes 9 to 9-10, you have to be, with her. And it's really long time. And sometimes I get frustrated. And if you lose all the game, like in a row, then I will get really frustrated. But it's wrong, actually. You need lots of patience because they play, but you have to, especially international tournaments, you don't know where to go. You just have to sometimes watch her games and with the machine, and you know where she's making mistake. And I get sometimes annoyed. It's easy for us to, பார்க்க எங்களுக்கு தெரியும் என்ன இது செய்யலாம், ஆனா அவங்க விளையாடேக்க அவங்களுக்கு அது வெரி ஹார்ட் அந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் பொசிஷனை டிசைட் பண்றதுக்கு. அப்ப அது அந்த டைம்ல நான் கொஞ்சம் அப்செட்டா question கேட்டா, but after the game they also really tired. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து very like 4 hours games, 5 hours games, அப்ப அவங்களும் they get annoyed. ஆனா இதுக்கு mainly lots of patience. அதோட நான் I have to give up my job and I கொண்டு many tournament நீங்க விளையாடணும். அப்பதான் ஒரு லெவலுக்கு chess is like always you have to practice. அதோட time வந்து when she is younger she doesn't do any puzzles, sometimes she doesn't play games. அப்ப நாங்க வந்து force பண்ணணும். அதுதான் pushing. Main thing she has to do the homework. அப்ப அவருக்கு டோர்னமெண்ட் போறது விருப்பம், பிளே பண்ண விருப்பம், ஆனா ஸ்டார்ட்ல வந்து she doesn't do any practice. I had to push her and sometimes வந்து some gift அதுகள் ட்ரிக் பண்றது அப்படி ஏதாவது செய்து make an interest in chess playing games. But lots of passes செய்யணும். But like Bayer help initially, in the beginning வந்து he helped a lot. And also Bayer also say that he is always he's not like normal English coaches. He always like tough on children, like Asian like a parent, Asian parents. You have to push, you have to do works. If he will get angry if you don't do homework. So in the beginning, like in the start, Bayer also one of the reason he pushed Akshaya so much. Yeah. Just to
we're ever grateful for like
I think it is really a good thing. I think especially எனக்கு பிடிச்சது என்னன்னா அக்ஷயா சொன்ன அந்த when you are losing matches, how you come out, how you get out of the situation, because that is a key factor for any person for that matter. I think be it sports or even on other areas as well. That's the key thing which we should develop. So I think kandipa adu vandu it's a very good thing.
Yeah. I see difference when you play. Some sports will help you losing, how to come out from losing, and how to face, like the challenges. And even if she, it teaches lots of things in your life. Yeah, losing is very important. It's like she not all the tournament she wins, but she learned from it. She learned lots from it. By losing only you will learn chess. If you win all the time, she wouldn't be here, actually. So many tournaments, she was so many tournaments she lost a lot and lost so many great grading points also. Especially when you go to internationally, grading points lose pannittu vera, moneyum lose pannittu vera. I sometimes get I tell her off sometimes, but I know it's wrong, but later we will be supporting her. But it's patience. Patience is for parents. Lots of patience you need. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. That was a good answer, both of you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Failure is the success of the future. I think
definitely.
Very well. We are very proud of you. I think after all, you are in New Malden, you are part of us. And I'm very, very proud. And I must say to you, life is full of challenges.
Yeah.
Param சொன்ன மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு எத்தனையோ பிரச்சனை வரும். அந்த பிரச்சனையில கடந்து போகணும். And the focus is very important. The skill, additional skill, social skill is so beautiful. The learning and listening and how to move and when to say, how to say it. So there you are doing an excellent job. You are a hero.
Thank you. And also I heard in the beginning, like Prasanna, he mentioned on the sports is very important, how to face the failure. Yeah, that's very important. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, just to in the like not only studies, just
at the same time as you
other studies later you will fight. Akshaya in the beginning she wasn't good in studies. Everybody in the school also, they were surprised, but she was only target but she need only a little bit of time for A level or O level to revise. But this one, like in the beginning she was more concentrated chessler.
But she is in the Oxford second year law. I don't know whether you know Tilly J.V. Raja from Tolworth. She's a barrister now. She's also a chess person, and the other one is a similar. He's a management consultant. I think I met another young boy, from New Malden, Amudan. He's only 7 years old. He's reading books about how to be dad on chess. I said, that's very interesting. Well done. Because it's very important. You see, when we came here, we didn't have this opportunity. I'm going to say to you, I'm 74 years plus a few more days. But if you challenge me, I will come 7 years old and I will get you. I learned these things. I have to do it. I've been called so many things. It doesn't worry me. So you are doing a excellent job, Akshaya. You have made me proud. You made the Kingston proud. And so as beautiful, all the councillors are saying, Neela is doing a good job. And today is empowering people. So we must make sure that the children are transforming the future. I'm looking for politicians with this sort of abilities. When I doctor, I didn't come as a doctor in the recognize so many places. I played cricket in cricket. So many medals. But by end of the day, you want to give that one to the future. In the Mahanaka, the grandchildren, force Panila, essentially the Colombial. And I got a Colombial and Uncle Katang control the 10 Colombial college in ROI from Chennai. It's an amazing thing. And Gameta Gajan from Singapore. These are important ones. This one is a development of the brain. But at the same time, you lose money, but you can get the money. Money, I can take it all the time. Health pocha, base pocha, everything on. So we must do it. I think you are doing it. You are an excellent.
Malola, okay. Seshadri sir, one question.
Oh,
sir,
na Seshadri sir ke
hello. நண்பர்களே
வணக்கம்.
நண்பர்களே, ராஜகலை அவர்கள் வந்து பேசும்போது பேரண்டோட ஆர்டர் என்னென்ன எப்படி கஷ்டங்கள்லாம் இருக்குன்னு சொன்னாங்க. அதாவது பிள்ளைகள் வந்து ஓவர் தி போர்டு ஆடும்போது they make sacrifices on the game. ஆனால் பெற்றோர்கள் தான் அவங்களுடைய பிள்ளைகளை நல்லபடியா வளர்த்து மேற்கொண்டு முன்னேறதுக்கு எவ்வளவோ தியாகம் பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த கேஸ் வி கால் இட் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ். ஆக்சுவலி பேரண்ட்ஸ் தான் நிறைய பேர் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ணாதான் பிள்ளைகள் வந்து நல்லா வளர முடியும். இப்போ வந்து அக்ஷயா வந்து ஒரு அச்சீவ் பண்ணிருக்கான்னா அவளுக்கு பின்னாடி ஒரு பேரண்ட்ஸோட கைடன்ஸ் நல்லா இருந்திருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி அவளுடைய கோச், ஒரு ட்ரெயினர், அவரும் நிறைய பாடுபட்டு அவளுக்கு என்னென்ன மாதிரி இது வேணும், ஹெல்ப் வேணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு கண்டுபிடிச்சு கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அதை தவிர அவருடைய இனிஷியேட்டிவ் இருந்திருக்கு. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் மூணும் சேர்ந்தாதான் ஒருத்தர் நல்லபடியா பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ இந்த விஷயத்துல பேரண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம வந்து நம்முடைய பிள்ளைகளுக்கு என்ன திறமை இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சுட்டு அதுல நம்ம நம்மளே ஈடுபாடு படுத்திருந்தாதான் அவங்க மேலும் மேலும் முன்னேற முடியும். அவங்க தோல்வியா வரும்போது நம்ம ஆறுதலா கூறி இன்னும் நல்லா முன்னேறணும் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னு ஆறுதல் வார்த்தை சொல்லும் போது அவங்களுக்கு இன்னும் உற்சாகம் வரும். ஓ, நம்ம நல்லா தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கோம், நமக்கு இன்னும் சப்போர்ட் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இப்போ நீங்க பேசுறதுலாம் கேட்கும்போது நந்தா கூட நல்லா பேசினார். அவர் சில விஷயங்கள்லாம் சொன்னார். அதே மாதிரி உங்களெல்லாம் கலந்து பேசும்போது நிறைய விஷயங்கள் புரிஞ்சிருந்தேன். நான் ஆஸ் அ செஸ் கோச் நான் எவ்வளவோ யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் டெவலப் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். இப்ப நீங்க எல்லாம் சொல்லும் போது இப்போ பல ஊர்ல இருந்து பல கண்ட்ரீஸ்ல இருந்து நீங்க எல்லாம் ஈடுபாடா இருக்கும்போது ஐ திங்க் we all can get together and do something more to the children. Thank you very much.
Okay, same thing like KR Seshadri sir பத்தி ஒரு இதே நீங்க ரஷ்யன்லயும் சொல்லணும். லைக் என்டையர் செஸ் எங்களுக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வந்ததுன்னாக்க 1% who's like genuinely responsible. எனக்கு 2 பேர் ஞாபகம் வரும். ஒன்னு தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி சார், இன்னொன்னு KR சேஷாத்ரி சார். ஒரு என்டையர் ரஷ்யன் லிட்ரேச்சரை வந்து இந்தியால வந்து ஒரு அஃபோர்டபுள் ரேட்டுக்கு வந்து கொடுத்து ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் புக்கை படிக்கணுங்கிற ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் எடுத்துட்டு வந்தது KR சேஷாத்ரி சார். அது வந்து ஒரு அன்டினேபிள் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் திங். இதுக்குன்னே ரஷ்யன் கத்துண்டு இது பண்ணதுனால லைக் ஜஸ்ட் ஒன் டெடிகேட்டட் இது ரஷ்யன்ல நீங்க வந்து பேசுறது வந்து இட்ஸ் மை ரிக்வெஸ்ட். ஹலோ ஹலோ ரஷ்யன்ல ஒரு பிகாஸ் சன்பயார் கேன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ரஷ்யன். ஸோ நீங்க வந்து ரஷ்யன்ல வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஒரு இது சொல்லுங்க, சம் ஆஃப் யுவர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்.
No, I just can't because நான் வந்து ரஷ்யன் படிச்சது வந்து டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ற பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல தான் படிச்சேன். அதனால எனக்கு வந்து இந்த ஸ்பீக்கிங் ரஷ்யன் வந்து அவ்வளவா வரல. but I can study real and translate. That way I am good. So over the line speak பண்றதுக்கு என்னால அவ்வளவு முடியாது. அது காரணம் என்னன்னா பரிச்சயம் இல்லாதனால. எந்த ஒரு பாஷையுமே கேட்டு கேட்டு பழகணும், பேசி பழகணும். அந்த ரெண்டுமே இல்லாத போது அது வளர்ச்சி அடையாது. ஸோ ஒரு மொழி வளர்ச்சி அடையணும்னா அதுக்கு கேட்கணும், அது திருப்பி பேசணும். அதுக்கு இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடையாது. இங்க நான் சென்னையில இருக்கிறதுனால ரஷ்யன்ஸோட பேசி பழகலாம் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி குறைஞ்சு போச்சு. ஸோ ஐ கேன் டூ ஒன் திங், ரஷ்யன்ல இருந்து படிச்சு டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணி மற்றவங்களுக்கு கொடுக்க முடியும். அதுதான் என்னுடைய வேலை. அது நான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ்க்கு என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னாக்க, அதாவது சதுரங்கத்துல அவங்க எவ்வளவு போல ஈடுபாடு பண்றாங்களோ அத்தனை கத்துனா அவங்க கண்டிப்பா அந்த ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் வந்து பலன் கொடுக்கும். அதனாலதான் அவங்க வந்து அவங்களுடைய வேலை என்னன்னா சதுரங்கத்துல ஈடுபட்டு மேலும் மேலும் முயற்சி செய்யணும். பேரண்ட்ஸோட ஹெல்ப் வந்து அவங்களை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணணும். கோச்சஸ் வந்து கைட் பண்ணணும். எந்த இடத்துல அவங்க தவறு செய்யறாங்க, எந்த இடத்துல இன்னும் நல்லா ஆடி இருக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னு அவங்க கொடுத்தாங்க. இந்த மூணும் சேர்ந்ததுன்னா சதுரங்கத்தை பொறுத்தவரையிலும் எல்லா யங்ஸ்டர்ஸுமே நல்லபடியா மேற்கொண்டு நல்ல வெற்றிகளை பெற முடியும். நான் அக்ஷயாக்கு என்ன சொல்லி வரேன்னாக்க, do her work well so she can work well and then she can play hard and then she will go to high level. I wish her all the luck. So இன்னும் நல்ல முயற்சி பண்ணினா she can go to the highest level. So that's what we want. Okay, she has won the British Championship and all, but we wanted to win the World Championship itself. For that she has to try. That we can do. We can help her also in that line. So நான் ரஷ்யன்ல வந்து நான் பேச முடியாது, பட் நான் படிச்சு மொழிபெயர்க்க முடியும் என்னால. அதுடைய வேலை. தேங்க்யூ மாலன்.
தேங்க்யூ. அண்ட் இந்த குரூப்ல வந்து இன்னும் அக்ஷயா பத்தி வந்து பார்த்தோம். லைக் தேர் இஸ் ஒன் மோர் கரண்ட் இங்கிலாண்டோட ஜூனியர் Aramudan, I think he's also there. Balaji they can speak few of their experience as well. That is one thing we can do. And another person is waiting from Malaysia for a long time is Muttamil Selvan. I think Sanbayar also went to Malaysia to facilitate something. So we'll first hear from Muttamil Selvan and then continue with Aramudan's in the his journey is also amazing. So rendu perum we can ask. Selvan Riking and you can start.
Okay, வணக்கம். இந்த வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி. எனக்கா இன்ஃபேக்ட் இப்பதான் நான் வேலை முடிஞ்சு வந்திருக்கேன் வீட்டுக்கு. ஸோ எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப டயர்ட். பட் நம்மளுடைய நண்பரோட அதாவது உற்சாகத்தினால நான் வர வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. ஓகே, மலேசியால ஒரு வருத்தப்படக்கூடிய விஷயம் என்னன்னாக்கா, இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம கிராண்ட் மாஸ்டர் யாரையுமே உருவாக்கல. நம்ம 30 மில்லியன் பேர் இருக்கோம். ஆனாக்கா இது வரைக்கும் கிராண்ட் மாஸ்டர் உருவாகல. But we are trying to produce a grandmaster, but it's a lot of challenges happening. So we are unable to achieve that. For although our Malaysian Federation is more than 50 years old, but we are unable to achieve that target. So there's a lot of reasons, and I believe we started our own now. 5 years we started an association called Malaysian Indian Chess Association. So we are trying to start the culture of playing chess among our youth and also our school children. We have started almost at 100 Tamil school. We just started basic classes for the teachers, and I have to thank Mr. Sain Baya who came to Malaysia and provided 2 days training for our school teachers. And after that, the program was being launched to increase the number of participants in the chess training. So that's what so far happened, but we have a very long way to go. We still in the stage of maybe 3 years or 4 years old child. So we need to put a lot of effort to make sure that our target can be achieved. Maybe it will take another 10 years to get maybe one Indian origin person to be a grandmaster. But I also need to thank my close friend Malola, always doing so many things, but I'm a bit reluctant to carry out all these activities because we don't have enough support from our Indian community, plus also at the sports levels and our ministry. All this is still we are lacking. So I hope we can do some changes, but it will take time. Changes doesn't happen so fast. It will take some time. So this is it's called challenges we are facing in Malaysia. So I hope something can be put in place, and in order we can move forward in the coming years. This is my message to our group of members from all over the country. I really appreciate that you arranged this what they call Zoom meeting for us to talk about the chess. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's wonderful because genuine efforts this is grassroots efforts that needs to be germinated, and it has to come to next this thing. It's a journey. What 50 years Seshadri sir did, I did for 5 years or 10 years. That's all this thing. So there's no comparison in terms of what we have done. But at the same time, what we have done, at least future generation, you can be the empowerers. That's the whole concept. What we are working on this model, and we'll see. It's a continuous support. Of course, when you get the new king, maybe in the next round robin.
Actually, I feel very shy when I meet Mr. Sain Bayar in Malaysia, because they have only 3 million people. They already produce quite a number of grandmasters. We have a 30 million, and we have a Malaysian of Indians origin, Chinese origin, and also the European in Malaysia. But it's very unfortunate that we can't produce any grandmaster so far. So that is really I feel very shy to tell someone. If someone asks me any grandmaster from Malaysia, I say no chance. We are in the process.
Selvan sir, you won't be surprised if you get one.
International master who are Chinese origin in Malaysia, but he still haven't get the grandmaster title yet.
Selvan sir, don't be surprised. You might get one this year.
All right, thank you for your wishes.
Hi, Chewa, nice to see you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I would like to invite Mr. Sri Krishna from Colombo. Could you please give some words? Sri Krishna? Sri Krishna. I'm going to call on the meet. Okay, that's fine. I think he couldn't log in, and
it's okay.
Yeah, and shall we give to the Mr. Balaji?
Balaji is there. Please. They've been patient for a long time. If they can open their mouth, you will hear more struggles and more success from Tamil community in UK, and that will show how effortlessly you can beat grandmasters.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you see me?
Anant,
no, my brother isn't here at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, so I started playing chess when I was around 6 or 7, and so my dad, he just took me to junior tournaments. And one way I would say to really improve is by just consistently just solving puzzles, and I think that's one way you can really improve in chess. And on top of that, I think it requires genuine practice, practicing openings every single day for around 1 hour, and then playing multiple games online. And that's how I really improved so far. Yeah, still got quite a far way to go, but it's just the start. Yeah.
just starting, like, you have to, like, Akshaya told, like, how many medals she has got. Okay. So I'm not going to, like, bore the people in the same way. But you have to say how many strong players you have beaten. Right? Akshaya didn't talk about this. At least, like, I want you to talk about, at least some of the grandmasters that, like, you have played both on ICC or, like, over the board. The excitement in terms of, like, beating grandmasters is something like I've seen from your side. So if you can share that, like, there was one poor soul from, like, Malaysia who said, like, we don't have a grandmaster. So he can also understand that, like, what it means for, like, a grandmaster to, like, lose to, like, a phenomenally talented, like, children. So that's something, like, I've seen, like, Balaji, like, right from the tournament that he played in, like, Croatia. So, like, lot of talent, but the preparation, like, is something, like, he was always confident with, but at the same time, like, what gave him excitement was not just playing. What gave him excitement was, like, brutally winning a grandmaster. I've not seen anybody being more excited than him. So maybe, like, he can, like, give some of his experience.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, yeah, because of the pandemic, of course, I haven't really been able to play with the board chess for the last 2 years.
Okay.
But mostly online on chess.com, I played against several top grandmasters. So I think my best win is probably against Maxime Vachier-Lagroff, who's French grandmaster. His FIDE is around 2800. So I think it was purely due to the fact that I was able to get into good positions out of the openings, and that's pretty much how I was able to win. And in other than that, I've been other grandmasters as well. I don't really know any of them off the top of my head, but
on top of your head, like,
you played against Pragyananda, and what about her sister? Nearly 2 months back.
Vaishali, yeah.
Vaishali.
Oh yeah, that was funny. It was like some bullet tournament, which is on chess.com. So I played Prag first, and then I won, and then I played his sister next, then I won as well, which was kind of nice as well. Yeah.
Okay, and the dad has, like, one RB Ramesh, so, like, it's like a political vendetta against, like, Ramesh, unfortunately.
So first of all, I would like to எல்லாருக்கும் தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். So I know Mr. Seshadri sir. So I don't know. Malala, all you
just he left, but அவங்க camera கொஞ்சம் adjust பண்ணிக்கோங்க. It's like on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So it's seeing the computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, not sure. It's not. Yeah, I think I've done it.
Okay, yeah, you're there.
Yeah. First of all, எல்லாருக்கும் தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். வாழ்த்துக்கள். So actually, it's a long journey. Chess is a long journey. Chess is like an ocean, actually. So whatever you dedicate, it is not at all sufficient, actually. So you need to put more and more to get the best out of it. So it's really a difficult journey. So he is doing well, but one way, if you concentrate on chess, you lose studies. So it's really difficult to manage. Like Akshaya, she has done well on both sides. So generally, if you concentrate on chess, you lose studies. So, but concentrating on both is really difficult. So that somehow the children has to manage. That is the main issue which we are generally, I have come across, actually. So at least for my kids. The big fun part is that whenever he wins against a big GMs, that gives a lot of boost for him as well as for the parents, actually. So like I said, he has beaten GMs when he was even 6 years old. So he played in one of the ICC tournament. It's what do you call? It's really a prize money tournament, and he got a ICC award for 5 years free on the membership side. So like that, when you are 6 years old, he started playing and he started doing very well. Right now, he started beating good grandmasters like John Ems in one of the 45-minute game he beat. So those are the success, but this success is not sufficient actually. So you have to really beat the top grandmasters to go up in the ladder. Malala has given a lot of input. He gave a lot of training for Amudan and even for my elder son also. So even I know Mr. Seinberg, he's also a very friend of mine. So we have come across many occasions. So we used to discuss a lot about chess. So the journey is really, it's not that easy. So what I can say is that this is a purely hard work you need to put on every day to day. So that's what I try to say actually. So it's not that easy. So the children and parents should have a patience as well as dedication to come across like Pragyananda. So to reach the top level.
Yeah. That's wonderful. And I hope the opportunities will be created mutually. And at least this is a step forward to see how future children are coming. At the same time, it is not at the expense of present people. We will also see how the present children who are the top English juniors, how we can also facilitate them. So that way, a shared resource is a pooled resources that can push these aspirations to real meaning making. So that is where we'll see where this effort comes from.
Can I add something? Very small one. Okay, thank you very much, Sasi and Balaji here, because those are very top parents in chess, okay, even in England, and then you'll find very few parents will walk like them because they sacrificed everything. When two kids played, they were everywhere the whole day. With especially actually I had little sister, and then she was very tiny, and then mommy was carrying her with every place where actually plays. They sacrifice a lot of family commitments. And then also main thing is here is UK government here, very small support for chess family or chess parents. Other countries is different, because when I was working President Mongolian Chess Federation, we tried to support the juniors as much as we can. Here, support is pretty much zero. So I would like to ask your community if you can do the more support the family or the parents, okay? Financially, I'm saying especially because it's very hard. Sometimes they need to travel from North Scotland, from London to Scotland, and then same day they need to come back. Next day, the tournament, all those things. Therefore, as we mentioned, financially is very, very tough. In order to get all the games played, you need to play 40 plus standard games per year in order to be part of the England team, all those things. It's a very hard thing for the parents, especially Plaji and Sasi. Those people did very, very tough. Not just 1 year, it's more than 10 years now. Those kids been 5, 6, 7 years old when they started. We are talking about 2008, 2007, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to families. Okay, they're good supporting families. It's three-way thing. Talented student, and then family supporting, and then they need to find the proper coach. Also, the coaches are very costly, isn't it? It won't be free anyway. Okay, good luck, guys.
Okay, when you talk about finance, we have one finance expert, somebody who has done doctorate from Harvard. I don't know why he's in Canada at the moment, and I'll invite Rajesh, Dr. Rajesh Vijay Raghavan to just give a brief understanding of how we can make ourselves more sustainable, but at the same time it's an open talk. Yeah. Rajesh, if you can start, we are all hearing from you.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Okay,
எல்லாருக்கும் தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். இப்போ முன்னாடி பேசுறதெல்லாம் பார்த்தா I don't know what நான் என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியல. But anyway, first, thank you so much, Malola, for inviting me. And I've known Malola almost 25 years தெரியும். நம்ம ஸ்கூல் 9th 10th படிக்கும் போதே எங்களுக்கு பழக்கம். So first, all the parents சொன்னீங்க இந்த மாதிரி children encourage பண்றது செஸ்ஸுக்கு. I have like a 5-year-old and a 4-month-old. ஸோ நான் அவன்கிட்ட எப்படி செஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுன்னு கேட்கும் போது தான் இந்த ஃபாரம் கனெக்ட் பண்ணான், லைக் இந்த ஈவெண்ட் கனெக்ட் பண்ணான். அவன் சொன்ன மாதிரி I teach accounting at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, Canada. So அவன் கேட்ட கேள்வி எப்படி சஸ்டைனபிள்னு இட்ஸ் a very complicated question பார்க்க போனீங்கன்னா ஸோ இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ஐ டோன்ட் நோ இது இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் அட்வைஸ்க்காகவா இல்லை ஜென்ரல் ஃபைனான்சஸ்க்காகவான்னு தெரியல பட் ஐம் ஷுர் most of you have a plan for depending on which எந்த ஸ்டேஜில் இருக்கீங்களோ அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி நீங்க பிளான் பண்ணிருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். லைக் in my case 10 years back my financial planning is different from what like I am doing now. So and also what in the saving or any side of finance nu paaka pona time frame is most important, right? Like for example I can give like recent ஒரு வீடு வாங்கணும்னு பார்த்தோம். ஸோ வீடு வாங்கணும்னு பார்த்தோம்னா யூஸ்வலி பீப்புள் வில் திங்க் ஒன்று வாங்கி 30-40 வருஷமா அந்த வீடு வாங்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு வி ஸ்டார்ட் சர்ச்சிங். பட் சூன் ஐ ரியலைஸ்ட் even that sort of a decision நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு டைம் ஃப்ரேம் தேவைன்னு. ஸோ தென் வி டிசைடட் ஓகே 30 வருஷத்துக்கு வாங்குறது வீடு ஒன்று, நெக்ஸ்ட் 5 இயர்ஸ்க்கு வாங்குறது ஒன்று. ஸோ யுவர் கன்ஸ்ட்ரெயின்ஸ் immediately change, not just in terms of budget but in terms of what you really want from the decision. So எதுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஷார்ட் டேர்ம் கோல்ஸ் நீங்க வச்சுனீங்கன்னா and if you manage that very well, as you probably know, sometimes managing in the short term is much more easier than like a long term planning. Many of you probably remember interview குலாம் போனீங்கன்னா கேட்பாங்க what's your plan long term யூசுவலா அந்த இன்டர்வியூ கேட்கறதுக்கே அவருக்கே அந்த பதில் தெரியுமான்னு தெரியல. பட் the idea is நீங்க ஷார்ட் டேர்ம் பிளான் பண்ணி கரெக்டா ஃபோர்காஸ்ட் பண்ணி அதை நல்லா எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா லாங் டேர்ம் will automatically take care of itself. That's my own approach in life too.
Yeah, 99% of Indian chess players do the same thing. Like we are good in tactics, we don't bother about strategy, but eventually our strong tactics will cover like every Russian who are like schooled in strategy. That's how like things happen. But at the same time, that's one way of looking at it. There's another way of looking at it is putting everything into a system and like thinking like system will take care of it. So that's one aspect of it. Apdida vande we have made all the counselors as victims today. So they're part of the system and how they are going to facilitate iduvum. And what is that like children want to like communicate or like the achievers per se. It's not an easy thing to be an achiever, and responsibility of an achiever is not being shared that easily. Maybe Kidambi would reflect all these journey little bit, and like most of the chess players, Akshaya, what she has done is like it's easy to achieve, but at the same time to sustain it, it's a long journey. So that's where like we want to like see how a holistic way of thinking can like enable. So or a theme nannaa irundhathu like 100 days to Olympics. Okay, what we are doing just like sitting for chess. So இன்னைக்கு like I was surprised. I just sent a tweet and the first person who responded was like Mr. Bharat Singh saying that like, oh, this is like very nice, the General Secretary of Indian All India Chess Federation. But I didn't see like any other person tweeting it, unfortunately, because like that's where like we are not looking at something at a holistic point of view, or like what it is for us ங்கிறது தெரியாத இடத்துல what is it for another person ங்கிறது தெரியவே தெரியாது. So that way like when you put like a lot of people at like different diaspora elements, so at least like we can share our vision and like see in a kind of like action can be initiated. So any other thing from okay, your British Columbia journey is fine. Your Harvard journey la irundhu edha vandu solnuma
specifica edu illa. So and as I had already mentioned, I didn't think of it from, as Manola mentioned, strategy and sports point of view. Like my parents encouraged sports like in Chennai, but like நாங்க அவர் ரொம்ப சீரியஸா எடுத்துக்கல. ஸோ பட் ஈவன் தோ me and my brother used to play chess, but நான் இவங்க கிட்ட சொன்னேன், இங்க நிறைய பேர் ஏதோ கிராண்ட் மாஸ்டர் இன்டர்நேஷனல் மாஸ்டர்ன்றாங்க, நான் என் ஃபிளாட் மாஸ்டர் கூட இல்லப்பா நான் என்ன சொல்ற போறதுன்னு யோசிச்சிருந்தேன். So there is lot இப்போ ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் பத்தி திங்க் பண்ணும்போது தான் there are lot of things from sports that one can take in life in தெரியுது. Like the small example I gave you, like short term goals. Even நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃபுட்பால்ல நம்ம இப்போ மெஸ்ஸின்றோம், or even like cricket we know like whichever Tendulkar or Virat Kohli now, அவங்க போகும்போது இன்னும் ஓகே நம்ம நுழையும் போதே 10,000 ரன்ஸ் அடிக்கணுமா இல்ல 700 கோல்ஸ் அடிக்கணுமான்னு யோசிக்கிறது இல்லை. ஒரு மேட்ச் அட் ஒன் பாயிண்ட் டைம் எப்படி அதை நம்ம மேனேஜ் பண்ணி அதை ஜெயிக்கலாம் தான் யோசிக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ ஐம் ஷுர் அந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஸ்போர்ட்லேருந்தே உங்களுக்கு இவ்வளோ கற்றுக்கும் போது லைக் செஸ் ப்ராபப்ளி நாட் ஜஸ்ட் இன் டேர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் strategy பட் focus and concentration and things of those sort which are usually பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ஸ்கில்லாம் சொல்லி தர முடியாது, right? Like even if any sport, of course இப்போ probably there are like trainers in each areas as such. So those are some things like if you're focused on an engage, probably you will get like long term benefits of sort.
Okay, any other questions for
Mano, நான் இப்போ Sandakandaka from
okay, she has come down. Very nice. She's president of like Sri Lankan University Games. Yeah, and somebody was supported us a lot on like agri innovation related projects, and like it'll be lovely to like hear from her.
Sandraka.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Am I audible?
Yeah.
First of all, எல்லாருக்கும் இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். Sorry that I was with some visitors, and Nila Akka, thank you, Nila, not Akka. Thank you for not reminding, actually calling me. I thought that it's too late to join. So once the visitors left, I had to join here. These are the days just we spend at home, yeah, you know that, as you all. So I couldn't avoid the visitors who just came suddenly. So that's why I joined later. Chess, பார்க்க தெரியும், விளையாடுறதுக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டா பார்ப்பேன். என் சன் விளையாடி கொண்டிருப்பேன், பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பேன், ஹஸ்பண்ட் விளையாடுவாங்க. தட்ஸ் இட் மை இன்வால்வ்மெண்ட் இன் செஸ். பட் ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் சரியான சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. இந்த ஒரு நல்ல நாளில் இப்படி பெரிய எக்ஸ்பர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாரையும், அந்த இன்னொரு பிரதர் சொன்ன மாதிரி who is from India actually சொன்ன மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு அந்த கிராண்ட் மாஸ்டர் இந்த டெர்மினாலஜிஸ் கேட்கலே சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. ஆனா இன்னும் அதுக்குள்ளால இன்னும் எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி எனக்கு பெருசா விளங்க இல்லை. பட் ஸ்டில் I'm happy to say that as the president of Sri Lankan University Sports Association, I'm so pleased to say that one of our Sri Lankan University students have become the first runner-up in the Asian chess tournament, which held recently among the universities, not just the university, among the Asian Universities Sports Associations. And one of my colleagues who is in the Sri Lankan University Sports Association, he is one of the directors of the one universities. He's a Sinhalese. He is the, I think, assistant chairperson also for the Asian Chess Association, Asian University Chess Association. So what I'm trying to say is I have a very good, that relationship with the chess, the international or the South Asian or the Asian chess federations and all. But I don't know, fortunately, unfortunately, it's among the universities only. So I'm so glad, I'm so pleased to expand this network with all your other networks as well. I don't know how the names are going on actually, that World Chess or the International ICC and all. So I'm so glad if you are willing to have any link, or if you want to expand your network with the university system. It can be South Asian, it can be world universities, because being the Sri Lankan University Sports Association, we are the member in the World University Sports Association, and South Asian, and Australian. So all these four, we are having the accreditation. of course, the membership. I'm a member of this World University and everything. So if you are willing to have an extension or expand your network among the university system in any level, maybe in Sri Lankan, Asian, South Asian, or international universities with the University Chess Associations, I'm so glad to initiate that, of course, with all my networks among the university system. That's what I could say at the time. Though I'm not personally involving in chess, actually, being the sports president, I can, of course, I'm so glad, of course, to expand that network with you all. So because I think that it will be an inspiration for my students, to our students as well, particularly the Sri Lankan students who are very keen in the chess and all. So even already I spoke to once, Nila spoke to me, then I spoke to already one of that my colleagues who is in the Sri Lankan University Sports Association. He's also willing to have such collaborations with you. So I can be a bridge for you all, actually, to establish, to expand, and to, make it more wider network among the university system as well. That is my, of course, what I could say right now. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I think like the president of Sri Lankan Chess Federation is like from the university network as well. Like I think like that's Lakshman is what like you might have.
You must be knowing the Lakshman. I'm talking about the Lakshman.
Yeah, okay. And Sanbayar can like give like some insights. He's been at least like 2 to 3 times in like Sri Lanka and for like all the Asian events, and like a thick friend of like Lakshman himself. Sanbayar, do you want to like say something?
I'm sorry.
No, I was just like asking like Mr. Sanbayar, like if he wanted to like say some of his experience, because like we see like one of the most active federation in South Asia has been like Sri Lankan Chess Federation. It's one of Lakshman's initiative is phenomenal. That's where like one of our reflection is like we have not used such a dynamic people like driving initiatives like all through like Sri Lanka. Throughout the pandemic, all the events like have happened, like Grand Prix after Grand Prix, like they've been doing that. But at the same time, like we have not elevated ourselves, and I think like through these platforms, like we will be best able to like use the Sri Lankan Chess Federation's infrastructure for chess. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. If you're already known to very well to Mr. Lakshman, he's there to establish us. He's very keen, very enthusiastic.
Mostly like Tamil side we always want to get to university. This much amount of chesses in India, the only reason is like parents believe like you get like the sports quota through chess. Definitely like all the universities, whether it is private or like public university, they always recruit chess players because like they can be good in academics. So that way, that was the motivation from parents, where they put their children into chess and give the early advantage. So those kind of initiative, if Sri Lankan University can like do, like most of the Tamil people like who are educationally aligned, educationally motivated, will like jump into it to take the early advantage. So that fuels the system very efficiently.
That's right. And one more thing I can add here, that we will be having our university games by next year in 2022. We are going to have a Sri Lankan University Games that is actually being held once in 3 years. So this is the first time our university is going to host that program. That's why I became the president, of course. So where the chess also one of the major event in this Sri Lankan University Games. So I will, I think even if I don't remind Lakshman, if you have that chat with Mr. Lakshman, of course, he'll give you most ideas behind that actually.
The SAF game or like the South Asian Games does not have chess inside. At least like through university games, like we'll have to like bring chess in, and then like see like how we can bring even like chess within SAF games as well.
Oh, okay.
That will be a effective copy model to like showcase like how we can do something. So we will work out a few things. These experts are there, and like empower us there. Like these are the people who are important.
Thank you so much. It's I'm so pleased and privileged to be here right now. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And-
you, everyone. And let me.
I want to check with Kidambi alone. Like, he was silent. He didn't want to. He was listening all these while. So, is there something that he wants to share at this point of time?
Hi. அனைவருக்கும் இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். ஈழத்தமிழ் கேட்கறதுக்கே ரொம்ப இனிமையா இருந்தது. இது மாதிரி நிறைய நான் இதுல கலந்துக்கிட்டது இல்லை. It was actually fantastic to you guys are doing this initiative. Very happy for it. I'm actually I mean I heard about Akshaya's name as a player. I know, I mean, I've not seen her or followed, but looks like she's achieved quite a lot. And probably I mean I did not want to interrupt in between, in the sense that I wanted others to question. Like, I mean, it's not about me posing questions, but I actually had a question, like on what she thinks about. Okay, first of all, the way she spoke English, I understood she's born and brought up in the UK, so
She's not born in the UK.
Not really. Okay, so I actually wanted to question her, on. I'm assuming that she is a child prodigy and she has traveled quite far now. Also, I wanted to know if she thinks she learned chess subconsciously, like a child learns a language, like in a language which you are not fluent in. Clearly, she has no accent, right? So, I mean, I can see the way you are speaking English or I am speaking English and she's speaking English. It's completely different, right? So probably maybe அவங்க தமிழ்ல பேசினா வேற மாதிரி இருக்குமா என்னன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. But this was my question. This was probably not completely relevant to the topic, but it was quite an interesting view to listen to everyone here from various different fields. I'd like to say, like, also hats off to her parents, also to the coordinators of the event. I'm sorry I'm not getting you by name, but I thank everyone there. Like, you've done a great job. I think நிலா நினைக்கிறேன்ல, உங்க பேரை நீங்க எல்லாரையும் கூப்பிட்டு இது பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. ரொம்ப நன்றி. இது நல்ல, அதாவது இது மாதிரி ஒரு கலந்துரையாடல்ல நான் பங்கேற்றது இல்லை. அதனால அப்புறம் சேஷாத்ரி சாரும் சொன்னாரு அவரோட இது பத்தி, about Soviet literature, like, I mean, from our generation, that was venerated upon, like, அது பயங்கரம். அதாவது அப்போ that is the only thing we have, right? So, and Soviet way of chess is also what I believe in. I may still be very old school, like, not in இப்போ இருக்கிற modern players மாதிரி. I believe bullet and all is like crap. It should not be played, but that's just my opinion. About learning chess in complete feeling for the game, right? About the aspects of the coach, how Sanbayar talked about what he did, and everything is great. Like, of course, the variety in so many different approaches being able to work is something great in any art. Definitely in chess too. There is no one way or one path to success. There should be many. That's how the thing will survive. If we can reduce it to a formula, then that means that it will close down very soon, right? So these were the things. I mean, I mean, as an observer in chess, as a player, as a coach, as a grandmaster, having interacted with so many players and so on, it's fascinating for me to see how the game has changed, how people have changed, and that's positive. That's very positive. It's good to keep learning from these things. Also, like our the topic of about learning, right? So how much of it is subconscious and all those kind of topics will also be interesting on how a chess player or a parent thinks about this. So that's the thing, and I want to thank everyone, congratulate everyone for
point
this.
Emphasize pannano, like when you were playing, like, we all like looked at you and learned a lot. It was not like speaking with you, but at the same time the very conscious of yours was like motivation for us. Okay, Muthu adedhan sonnina, like conscious of like how we play chess was motivating for him. Like that induction is always there. So definitely like Akshaya can answer like few things, especially like another thought and language on the Vygotsky order, one of the greatest work. So that is even till date the very architecture of like today's dialogic thinking discussion on the is like Russian Vygotsky's model. So definitely they inspired like children learn something from language, and language is the basis for all thoughts and understanding. So on the reciprocate idu irukku. So like you made the right point. That's why we need a grandmaster. That's where like meaningful question starts. And let's now like see if Akshaya as well as like Balaji, two people are there. Aramudan, Balaji. So two people can both answer this question. If they understand, they can answer, or if they want to hear the question again, Kidambi, it's your turn.
Yeah, my question to her, to be more clear, is like, as a child prodigy, I'm assuming she is, whether she learned chess as fluently as she picked up a language. That is like, children learn language not by grammar or effort, but just by actually delving into it. I mean, I'm from an outsider's perspective, I think that is how it is, but I want to hear from her own thoughts about it. And also in comparison with like, இங்க இருக்கிற நிறைய பேர் வந்து தமிழர்கள் வேற நாட்டுல இருக்கிறாங்க, அதனால அவங்களோட பசங்க எப்படி ஆங்கிலம் கத்துக்கிறாங்கிறதுலயும், அதாவது கொஞ்சம் வயசானவங்க எப்படி கத்துக்கிறாங்கிறதுலயும் கண்டிப்பா வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு. எப்படி கத்துக்கிறாங்க பேசுறாங்கிறதுல. Are these two even related? So
yeah,
that's my question.
Okay, let's see like what the diaspora children who are responsible for answering this like question, what they have to say about it. Who's going to be first?
To go first, or shall I begin?
நீ தமிழ்லயும் பேசு, இங்கிலீஷ்லயும் பேசு அக்ஷயா, so that like he can understand like what you are talking.
In the Tamil, not nalla Tamil illa, per nan try pandren. I would say sort of, it's a really good question. I think there are parallels in terms of how a child learns language compared to how a child would learn chess. But I would say ultimately chess is less about subconscious learning and more about being able to expose yourself to chess games, chess positions. And I think maybe Aramudan would say the same as well, with just practicing as much as possible with tactics. And I think through practice, you develop a subconscious ability to really react to certain positions. And I think this is more prevalent in bullet games in general. So with shorter time controls, you don't really have much time to think. So in that sense, you have to use your subconscious, you have to use your intuition to be able to successfully play a game and find the best moves. So I would say a child, I think you could have a natural ability for chess in the sense that you have an interest for it, you can, you have a natural intuition, you understand, and you can really sort of, you can just understand the chess positions and develop from there. But I would say ultimately practice improves your intuition, and your intuition aids you ultimately. So I would say that then it's not mutually exclusive. Ultimately, you have to practice in order to develop that intuition. So I think it's not something you are necessarily born with, that you can definitely cultivate in the future. But I'm not sure if Aramudan agrees with that, but that's what I think anyway.
Okay, wow, let's see like the complimentary view. Okay, Aramudan.
Yeah, I think similar way. I think it's pretty much if you just practice, you can become extremely strong. And that's not only for chess, that can be for anything. And other than chess, I also do play quite a lot of sports, for example, table tennis and tennis, and I purely just became quite good at those sports by just practicing quite a lot. So I think if we refer back to the question, and it was I forgot what the question was, but
yeah, okay, how intuitive was your language, or like, you know, did, the approach that you took for your language learning and the approach that you took for chess, you know, which one was subconscious, or was one aiding the other, or other aiding one, how it all worked? So like from Akshaya's point, I understand, like she's saying, okay, all that like she worked was on the chess positions, and like, you know, it was chess that broadened her, you know, horizon, and like, you know, language came almost subconscious. And from your end, is there something that you want to say?
Well, I mean, I think language was kind of useful because it kind of like helped me become better at chess, because when I was quite young, I had coaches from like all over the world, and because I was, you know, able to understand like what they were trying to say, I was able to like improve at chess, and I was able to like, you know, recognize different patterns and stuff. So that's probably the way both of them relate. So that's what I'll say.
And I think if I also add to that, I think you're using the same side of your brain when you play chess and also learn a language. So in that sense, I think they both can help each other because it's stimulating the left side of your brain. So both are very similar in terms of just the skills that you use and the natural abilities that you need to be able to be successful in both.
That's interesting. And Sanbayar can say like, you know, something on this. He speaks 7 or 8 languages. Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Is Sanbayar there?
He's not available here.
Yeah.
I think just we could able to see his screen, but he's not available.
Yeah, yeah, he's muted. Okay. Yeah, because like, you know, he could speak Mongolian.
So,
did you get your answer from like, you know?
Yes, I got my answer. So I really want to tell that.
You didn't ask the question. Kidambi asked the question. Like, Kidambi, did you get the answer in the first?
Hello? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, what I sort of got it like, she's saying practice is also important. I completely agree. I mean, like in a language, also practice is important, right? So it's not like children are learning the language without practice. They're intuitive, but they are actually not afraid to go out and speak without. They're not like அவங்க நம்மளை பத்தி என்ன நினைப்பாங்களோன்ற அந்த ஜட்மெண்ட் ஃபீலிங்லாம் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. சின்ன பசங்களுக்கு சின்ன குழந்தைங்களுக்கு அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. So that's how they pick up. So I have a feeling they have no fear. So that's also important in practice. So also she made a point about playing bullet is good. So I understand that's modern generation. So complete respect.
இந்த இதுல வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்கு, எஸ்பெஷலி லைக் யூ நோ ஆன் தி செல்ஃப் ஆர்கனைஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் ரூம் பண்ணும்போது வேல்ஸ்ல we did the experiment, especially for the disabled world championship பண்ணும்போது we wanted to use children volunteers. So that being there, like, you know, one of the thing is like, you know, they should build cohesion ங்கற மாதிரியான ஒரு ஆக்டிவிட்டில தான் வந்து the self organization activity ஆரம்பிச்சது. So we will give one instruction at the start of the class, and rest of the class is what children manage for 2.5 hours or 3 hours with just one instruction. One of the classroom sessions எப்படி இருந்ததுனாக்க, we got a German chess magazine, children's magazine. So none of the children know German, right? So the one instruction that I gave was like, we'll see who finishes the book first. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு 10 பேர் 8 magazine இருந்தது. 2 people had the same magazine. So 8 பேர் can look through the children's magazine. But what they cannot understand is what question is being asked, right? But what they know is chess. But eventually, I had an English version of one of the magazines. So I know the instruction design, but I have not shared that to anybody. Within 3 hours, they learned they actually identified what was the question, and they managed to solve the answers as well and precisely identify that. அதுலயும் வந்து ஒரு குழந்தை என்ன பண்ணிட்டுனாக்க எல்லாத்தையும் முடிச்சிட்டு நான் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் முடிச்சேன், now I will start German அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு he can read German letters தெரியும்ல, he was reading from top to bottom just German without understanding anything. So this was like completely not we never asked them to read what it is, we never asked them to do what needs to be done, but like when children do something beyond that, like when there was a need அப்படிங்கும்போது that need surfaces and then they engage automatically, and the self organization irukku. Similarly, like நார்வேலயும் வந்து Sri Lankan children integrate பண்ற ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வந்து கிறிஸ்டியன் அப்படின்னு வந்து மெக்னஸோட classmate வந்து he was like presenting librariesல it is not easy to like make them read Norwegian, but at same time Norwegian people are like very sensible and sensitive on language led development. So அவங்களோட social integration was like ready for children who played chess. They wanted to learn, they wanted to like be with other Norwegian children. That way, like the language played a very very crucial role in their development. அந்த ஒரு இது வந்திருக்கே தவிர பட் அஃபிஷியலா ஸ்டடீஸ் மாதிரி வந்து இவங்க யாரும் பண்ணது கிடையாது நார்வேல. ஏன்னா சில்ட்ரன் வந்து cannot be a subject of research நார்வே and ஸ்வீடன் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும். So they didn't like publish this, but like this was one of the powerful observation in terms of like language la enna pannirukanga அப்படிங்கற ஒரு இது. So that was also one of the motivation to see like okay, it is not about accent. Access is there, like 15 kilometers is what is the difference between like Vadanjapalam and like the two main lands. So like that's less than a hour's flight from Jaffna or like even Colombo. So when these people can like travel to like Tamil Nadu and engage, what is that is missing, whether it is like the language component or Tamil enak therinju Sri Lankan Tamil or Indian Tamil ku grammar difference kedaiyadhu. It's only like a dialect or like even like certain words which I think like in this 2 hours time we can hear the sweetness of our mutual language. So English kalandum like they can understand our Tamil naka evlo avanga munneri irukanga nu நம்ம we can reflect.
நான் சொல்ல வந்த விடயத்தை நிறைய பிரசாத் வந்து கவர் பண்ணிட்டார். இட்ஸ் a language just need to understand. இட்ஸ் ஒரு விஷயத்தை புரிஞ்சு கொள்றதுக்கான ஒரு மொழியா தான் நாங்க பாக்குறோம் லாங்குவேஜை பொறுத்தவரைக்கும். அதுக்கும் நாங்க செய்யற விடயத்துக்கும் எந்த தொடர்பும் இருக்கிற மாதிரி நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணல. எனக்கு ஒரு சரியான ஒரு பிலீஃப் இருக்குது. மதர் டங்கில வந்து நாங்க திங்க் பண்ணும்போது, எங்களோட அம்மாண்ட மொழியில நாங்கள் திங்க் பண்ணும்போது எங்களால நிறைய விஷயத்த செய்ய முடியும் அப்படின்னு நான் நம்புறேன். அந்த விஷயத்துல நான் பார்க்கும்போது நிறைய செய்யக்கூடியதா இருக்கு எங்களுக்கு. அதால வந்து எங்களுக்கு நான் என்னுடைய பர்சனல் ஒப்பீனியன் தான் நீங்க சொல்றேன். எங்களுக்கு வந்து லாங்குவேஜ் இஸ் நாட் அ பேரியர் ஃபார் அஸ். இட்ஸ் நத்திங் பிளாக் அஸ் டு டூ சம்திங். ஸோ அந்த விடயத்துல பார்த்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னால் லாங்குவேஜ் அதான் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி ஜெர்மன் லாங்குவேஜே தெரியாத பிள்ளைகள் வித்தின் 3 ஹவர்ஸ்ல வந்து அதை முழுவதுமா புரிஞ்சு அதை செய்யறாங்கன்னு சொன்னா அங்க லாங்குவேஜ் ஒரு பேரியரா இருக்கல எங்களுக்கு. ஸோ நாங்கள் ஒரு கோலை வச்சு இந்த விஷயம் நாங்க அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிட்டு அதுல வந்து தொடர்ந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணி கொண்டு இருந்தோம்னு சொன்னா அதுல ஒரு டெடிகேஷன் இருக்கணும், சின்சியாரிட்டி இருக்கணும், அதை அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும்ன்ற அந்த சப்கான்சியஸ்ல வந்து நாங்க ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிட்டோம்னு சொன்னா அது யார் எப்படி சேர்ந்து வர்றாங்களோ வரையிலையோ we will win it. அதுதான் நான் பார்க்கிற விடயம். I get it from the Manu also when say that நாங்க டிசைட் பண்ணிட்டோம் ஒரு விஷயம் நாங்க செய்ய வேணும், அவ்வளவுதான், வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை. அதுல வந்து 2 பேர் வரினம், 5 பேர் வரினம், 10 பேர் வரினம், அதுல we decided we have to do it. So அந்த ஒரு ஃபோக்கஸ் இருந்தா நிச்சயமா எங்களால வின் பண்ண முடியும். அதுதான் நானும் கற்றுக்கொண்ட விடயம். நான் அந்த விஷயத்துலதான் போய்கொண்டு இருக்கிறேன். அண்ட் நாங்கள் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் லைக் 2 hours and 7 minutes நின்றிருக்கிறோம். நிச்சயமா வந்து நல்ல குட் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி எங்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் கிடைச்சிருக்குது. அண்ட் இதோ நாங்கள் அடுத்த நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவலுக்கு நாங்கள் எடுத்துட்டு போக வேண்டும்ன்றதுல நான் உறுதியா இருக்கிறேன். அண்ட் நீங்கள் உங்கள் சப்போர்ட் எனக்கு கட்டாயம் வேணும். ஜோகராஜா சாரின் சப்போர்ட் வேணும், அண்ட் அக்ஷயா அண்ட் all others who come today. And
they've already supported you. You support வேணும்னு கேட்க முடியாது. It's your turn to deliver what they have supported for you for last 2 hours. So the opportunity yours. So they have what is their tough journey, and it is not an easy journey going forward. So if you are taking the responsibility to do the next important thing, that is where we do. இப்போ வேற யாராவது வந்து பேசணுமா, or we can ask Prasanna to give a detailed vote of thanks. For facilitating all these things, and few final words even counselors, if they can finish, then it's a good time spent for all of us, and we'll focus on what we need to start.
Thank you.
May I ask one last question to Chair, please? வந்து Oxford University second year இருக்கிறா, she herself said it, that she is practicing chess. One of the question, I know you are doing a good job in the university, and are you aware about the Tamil Studies UK that's in London? Most of the university students, there are people like you playing chess as well. I think one of the person was asking about the language and everything. Language is important, but Ningal Neela சொன்ன மாதிரி, once you make a decision you want to go forward, the chess brings a different game. Sometimes you have a plan, that plan never goes to that same level or same basis. So you must have a plan B, but you don't tell that one to others. We also say to people, I never give you the whole plan. I will say, this is my plan, but they don't understand it. I can shift and go back and move forward. You are right indeed in terms of the focus. எங்களோட குழந்தைகள் இந்த லெவலுக்கு வந்திருக்கிறாங்களா, அது ஒரு கிரேட் திங்ஸ். அச்சையாட்ட நான் கேட்ட கேள்வி என்ன, அது தமிழ் ஸ்டடீஸ் யூகேயோட நீங்கள் டீல் பண்றீங்களா? There are so many university students, very similar status like you, are in chess. Chess is a beautiful game, and certainly it gives a tremendous things. And நாங்கள் வேற கிரிக்கெட் விளையாடினாங்க. But we always use the word friendship through sports. It's a team game. Politics is a team game. How to move forward. There are lack of money, and then how do you encourage people to do so? I think we needed the younger ones. And you see, I've been around for 20 years, I've been all over the place. But having said that, I'm looking for young people to so that empower them and give them the confidence that they can do it. I never thought that I will become like this, but it is all struggle, but you achieve it. There are so many failures, but who cares about the failure? You must fail, then only you learn. It hurts, but you still move forward. I think that's the best I can say. But actually, the Tamil Studies UK தெரியுமா?
No, but I would like to get involved in it. I think it sounds like a very good initiative.
Yes, I think they are there. I think there are quite a lot of people in university in London area. They are working on that one. Have a look at it. Tamil Studies UK, and then you go to the website. I think you are well informed. And so as this young person also talked about the things in terms of his sports, my father never wanted me to be a sports person. He only wanted me to be a doctor. But I turned out to be a person like this. And I've got a granddaughter. She's only 6. அந்த பிள்ளைக்கு இவங்க எல்லாரும் சொல்லிட்டாங்கல்ல, தமிழ் உங்களுக்கு விளங்குதான், இந்த பிள்ளைக்கு படிக்க தெரியாது. அந்த பிள்ளை என்ன வந்து கேட்டு பாட்டா, நீங்கள் என்ன மாதிரி இப்படி செய்து, நீங்கள் என்ன குயின்ல கையை கொடுக்குறீங்க, நான் என்ன மாதிரி வரலாம் நீ வாழ்ந்து. அவளுக்கு creativity, amazing. Now she follows me, and I said, if Pata can do this one, what's your problem? Give it to me, darling. Write to me. Perfect. From young age onwards. But நாங்கள் வந்து கட்டாயம் அதுதான் செய்யணும், இதை செய்தோம்னா, then you are blocking their diversion. But நான் உங்களோட கதை கேட்க இந்த brain working at tremendous rate all over the place. வயது போயிருக்கலாம், but this experience and the failure, it gives you the whole dimension of how to beat it. So the chess come into that equation. I think you are doing an excellent job. It was a beautifully organized one, Neela and Malola and Prasanna. I think I'm very pleased. Thank you.
I would say like it is more than beautifully organized. People came forward, people organized it. I didn't do anything.
No, I think
people can do.
collectively we have done it. I think it's for the younger people, as you quite rightly said, it's children, to empower children to lead and their transformation. I think we are only assisting and moving the forward, but we will be moving in that way. Our parents on the say the Mary. It is a difficult task. They had to take them all over the place. It is a tremendous thing. ஆனால் பாருங்க இப்போ எங்கட தமிழ் பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாம் எங்கட ஊர்ல இப்போ தெரியும் அக்ஷயாக்கு 3 தமிழ் பள்ளிக்கூடம் இருக்கிறாங்க சார். சாட்டர்டேஸ்ல அவங்களுக்கு கணக்க செய்யறவங்க they should have one lesson in chess. அதுல அவங்க போய் மியூசிக்கல் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் பழகுறாங்க, அதை பழகுறாங்க, ஏதோ கீபோர்ட் பழகுறாங்க. பட் திங் இஸ் chess is very good as well. It's a life learning. Basic concept. எங்களுக்கு மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் கோர்ஸ் போவாங்களா, டாப் லெவல் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் கன்சல்டன்ட் ஆக்களுக்கு நான் சொல்லுவேன் யூ ஆர் ஃபயர்டு. என்னாலே ஒன்றுமே செய்யலை. நான் சொன்னேன் யூ ஆர் நாட் கோயிங் டு கேட்ச் மீ மேன். My business planning is much more tighter. But having said that, you give them an opportunity. I don't want them to say, look, you have done this one. We want to give the opportunity and lift them up. எங்கட அப்பா மேரில் இங்கே அடிச்சு கலைச்சபடியே we have gone through the failures and we succeeded it. இங்கே இருக்கிற குழந்தைகளுக்கு we have got it all. அந்த குழந்தைகளை கொஞ்சம் தட்டி எழுப்பி விட்டால் they can do it. They will do it. And we must be very pleased. And thank you. It was a great achievement. These 2 young people here sitting there looking at me. I'm very pleased. Thank you. Thank you, Neela.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
And
வேற யாராவது பேசாம இருக்காங்களா உங்களுக்கு?
லைக் இந்தியால இருந்து 2 பேர் இருக்காங்க.
அவங்க சொல்லி விடுங்க.
கண்டிப்பா
கால் பண்ணுங்க ப்ளீஸ்.
யாராவது பேசணும்னா பேசலாம்.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Yes, please.
Okay. Vijay Kumar பேசணும் நினைக்கிறேன். is one of the coaches. செல்வி மேம் இருக்காங்க. she wants to speak. 4 வருஷம் வந்து என்ன கஷ்டப்படுத்தினாங்க, நானும் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுத்தினேன். So anybody come wanting to like have
even first வந்தாங்கல மலோலா பத்மஜான், சோ அவங்களும் எதுவும் சொல்லலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
ஆமா,
உங்க say something இல்லையா?
அங்க இருக்கிற நேம் இருக்குது,
இருக்காங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I think she
left in an
சுந்தரம் இருக்குது. பத்மா அந்த நேம் வந்து போயிடுச்சு.
அந்த பத்மா சுந்தரம்.
That's my mom. She just wanted to listen. That's fine. And yeah, of course, like sister is there. If she wants to speak, they can speak. But mainly, teacher irukanga Selvi ma'am. If she wants to speak, they can speak. They were all like excited to like come and see what this particular event was all about. Vijay Kumar, he has supported a lot of my initiatives in India. Vijay Kumar, if you want to speak something, this is one particular form. Is single-handedly like developed so many things in the north of Chennai, where south this is very active. North Chennai is like not so active, but at the same time like the Kalgi school எடுத்துட்டு வந்தது, like it made is trained grandmasters. So Vijay,
hi Mola.
add something. Yeah, unmute paniko.
செய்திங்க.
ஹலோ
ஹலோ,
கேக்குது எல்லாருக்கும்?
கேக்குறோம்.
எல்லாருக்கும் தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். எல்லாரும் இப்போ பார்த்தேன், எல்லாரும் உலகத்துல இருக்க எல்லாரும் வந்து இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல அட்டென்ட் பண்றீங்க. ஸோ வெரி வெரி பாசிட்டிவ் திங் இஸ் எல்லாருமே டெஸ்ட்க்கு பாசிட்டிவா சப்போர்ட் பண்றவங்க வந்து ஒரே இடத்துல பாக்குறேன். ஸோ ஐ யூஸ் டு சர்ச் ஃபார் லாட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் ஹூ வாண்ட் டு ஹெல்ப் திஸ். ஆனா இந்த இடத்துல ஐ கேன் see லாட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் ஃப்ரம் அரௌண்ட் த வேர்ல்ட் are ready to support chess. That is very unique thing. So thanks Malala. I can able to see a lot of positive people who are able to support here. Adhe nathla Malala is a person who plays very well in chess. Also I can learn a lot of things from other than chess. But chess பத்தி அவரோட லேர்ன் பண்ணலாம். செஸ் தவிர நிறைய விஷயம் அவரோட எனக்கு நிறைய கற்றுக் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. So that is very very unique thing about chess. Yeah, so only not only chess, It's like he's very qualified, a very educational, right? Very good person. So a lot of things we can learn from Mala, not only in chess, other than chess. Like, so what I am very glad to see is to work with a lot of different people. ஒரே ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் ஒரு ஆஸ்பெக்ட் கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கிறீங்க. ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக நான் வந்து இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமில் கண்டிப்பாக கண்டினியூஸாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பாக ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். தேங்க்யூ.
வெரி குட். தேங்க்யூ.
தேங்க்யூ.
And any other word want to talk, Selvi ma'am?
Good evening. எல்லாருக்கும் இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். ஐ திங்க் நிலா மேம் நான் இன்னொரு ப்ராஜெக்ட்ல அவங்க எக்ஸ்போசர் ஏற்கனவே ஆயிருக்கு. பிரசன்னா சாரையும் எனக்கு தெரியும். எனக்கு செஸ்ஸை பத்தி நிறைய விஷயம் நான் இப்ப கத்துக்கிட்டேன். ஆக்சுவலா நீங்க பேசுறத வச்சு மலோலோட இன்னொரு ஷேட் எனக்கு இன்னைக்குதான் தெரிஞ்சது. அவன் ஸ்டூடெண்டா பார்த்திருக்கேன் இன்ஜினியரிங் இதுல. பட் செஸ்ஸோட இன்னொரு ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ஸ்ல இவ்வளவு விஷயம் இருக்குன்னு நான் கொஞ்சம் நிறைய நேரம் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருந்தேன். ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட். அவனோட எண்டர்ஸ் எல்லாமே சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும்னு நான் ப்ரே பண்றேன். My best wishes for the entire. Thank you.
Okay, and Selvi ma'am oda brother RB Rameshum classmates actually.
Ama, he has also joined. I told him to join. Avanum join பண்ணிருக்கான். வெங்கடேஷ்.
Okay, Dr. Venkatesh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. So like that way, like it is a small knit community and world.
Venkatesh sir.
Yeah. 1 minute, ma'am. I asked my brother to join actually. 1 minute. I will give him 1 minute.
Hello everybody. வணக்கம். என் பேர் வெங்கடேஷ். நான் ஒரு அனஸ்தீசியாலஜிஸ்ட். Child is around 8 years, sir. சின்ன வயசுல actually I used to play with Ramchandran B. Ramesh is my very close friend, childhood friend. Actually அவன் என் கூட நிறைய நேரம் ஆடிட்டு இருப்பான் அப்போ. பட் I dropped chess. நான் அதுதான் வருத்தப்படுறேன். ஸோ என் சன் அது பண்ணோன்னு இப்போ இன்ட்ரெஸ்டா போட்டிருக்கேன். RB ரமேஷோட செஸ் குருகுல்னு ஒரு பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல தான் அவன் கற்றுட்டு இருக்கான். இப்போ கடந்த ஒரு கோவிட் டைம் தான் I took advantage of it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like எனக்கு ஒரு like little bit like நெருடலா இருந்தது. So but at same time like how Kidambi came to like support me, like you have come representing Ramesh is like something like I'm very grateful to you.
Thank you.
And the meet was very useful for us. I think parents la evlo sacrifice பண்றீங்க and how you motivated and achieve things எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஒரு ஐடியா கிடைச்சிச்சு. நானா கற்பனை பண்ணியிருந்தாலும் இந்த this talk was very interesting and useful. Very much useful. Very nice meeting you all.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
இனிய புத்தாண்டு.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு எனக்கு.
There you are. You are the best person to say now. We've been going plus 2 hours plus, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like
I think you still got the similar number. It was started with 23, 20 days.
Yeah. ரொம்ப நல்ல ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் இருந்தது. I think it was really good.
That's very good.
Yeah, it was good. நான் அதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து என்னன்னா I would like to start with the parents. முதல்ல நான் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்ல விரும்புறேன். எதுக்குன்னா வந்து they have produced 2 gems and many more to come. Akshya and Aramadan. I think I would like to thank them. Next வந்து குருக்கு தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லணும். எல்லா குருநாதர்.
Guru is important.
Yeah, definitely. Sanbayar is one, and then Sheshadri sir, and then Sundarajan Kidambi, Grandmaster himself, he is also a guru.
Yeah.
I would like to thank him as well. And then the fellow counselors, I would like to thank everyone. And Yogan sir,
thank you, sir.
Support what you have given me. Then finally to my good friend Malola as well. So I think it was a very fantastic event, and then nicely collated and nicely done. And I would like to thank Neela as well for doing for her efforts as
Coordinate the whole talk.
Exactly.
And we will all fail in like great regards if we don't like say the person who initiated all these things, Balesh, இருக்காரான்னு தெரியல.
Oh yes, அந்த பேர் வந்திருக்காங்க.
So like he was there and like state everybody has like he's there அவர் வந்து
சொல்லுங்க
மலேசியன்னா கொஞ்சம்
இந்த ஒர்க் நடந்ததுனாக்க இது என்னோட reason வந்து like Mr. Baleshwaran.
Thank you Balesh, thank you.
No other person has like actually done
Yeah, and Malola, just one more person I would like to thank is I would like to thank your mom as well for coming, because she is also a teacher, and I would like to thank her as well for her time.
Well done. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
வணக்கம், இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். இந்த கேமை எனக்கு ஒரு ஆர்வத்தை தூண்டினது மனோலால் தான். அவருக்கு தான் முதல் கண் நான் நன்றி செலுத்தணும். அப்ப அவற்ற ஐடியாவின் படிதான் நாங்கள் வேர்ல்ட் வைடாக எல்லா 5 இதுல நாங்கள் ஆக்களை எடுக்க வழிகிட்டாங்க. எங்களுக்கு இப்ப இதுல மிஸ் பண்ணினது ஆப்பிரிக்கன் சைட்ல இருந்து ஆக்கள் வரையில, மற்றபடி நாங்கள் மற்ற எல்லா இதுகள்ல இருந்து கண்டனல்ல இருந்து நாங்கள் ஆக்களை கொண்டு வந்துட்டோம். அது கடைசி நேரம் வந்தபடியா அவையல் இன்றைக்கு நியூ இயர் என்ற காரணத்தால பங்கு பெற்ற இருந்த 2 பேர் எங்களுக்கு அதுக்குள்ள ஆப்பிரிக்கால இருந்து வரையில. மற்றும்படி ஓரளவுக்கு முதல் வெற்றிகரமா இந்த நிகழ்வு நடந்ததை விட்டு நான் சந்தோஷப்படுறேன். தொடர்ந்து நாங்கள் இதை நடைமுறைக்கு கொண்டு போறதுக்கு சிலோன்ல உள்ள கொஞ்சம் பேரை இதண்டினா அவையிலும் இன்றைக்கு வரே இல்லை. ஈஸ்டர்ன் யூனிவர்சிட்டி ப்ரொஃபசர் அப்படி இப்படி
நான் இருக்கிறேன்.
இருக்கிறீங்களா?
லேட்டா வந்து நான் சாரி, நான் லேட்டா வந்ததால நீங்க என்ன கவனிக்க
இல்ல அவங்க டிராப் பண்ணி வந்து திருப்பி வந்து ரீகனெக்ட் பண்றதுக்குள்ள நீங்க வந்து உங்க ஸ்பீச்சை முடிச்சிட்டீங்க. அதுதான் நடந்தது.
ஓகே
சாரி, என்னன்னா போனின் பட்டியை கவனிக்க இல்ல, இந்த பட்டி ஃபுல்லா அவுட் ஆயிட்டுது. அப்ப அதுக்கு பிறகு நான் சார்ஜ் பண்ணி இதுக்குள்ள ரீகனெக்ட் பண்ண இடையில ஒரு கொஞ்சம் நிமிஷம் நான் இதுல இல்ல, அதுக்கிடையில நீங்க வந்துட்டீங்க. அப்ப அதான் நான் எல்லாருக்கும் புஷ் பண்ணி இதண்டி என்னன்னு சொல்லி நான் இந்தியா, இலங்கை, மலேசியா, சிங்கப்பூர், கனடா, பிரேசில், அப்படி எல்லா ஆஸ்திரேலியா எல்லா நாடுகளையும் நாங்கள் இதாண்டினாங்க. எங்களுக்கு என்னன்னு சொல்றது ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு இடவழி ஒழிய மற்றபடி ஒன்றும் இல்லை. அதான் நடந்த வருது. நீங்கள் வந்த சந்தோஷம். நான் முதல் பார்த்து கொண்டு கேட்க உங்களோட பேரை காண இல்லை, இடையில நான் போயிட்டு வர கிடையாது. நீங்க கட்டாயத்துல பங்கு பெற்றோணும்ன்றதான் இந்த இது இருந்தது.
நீங்க எனக்கு கனதரம் ரிமைண்ட் பண்ணி கொண்டு இருந்த நீங்க கொஞ்ச நேரம் நான் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் விசிட்டர்ஸோட இருந்தபடியா.
என்னடா நீங்க ஒரு விளையாட்டுத்துறைக்கு இலங்கையில ஒரு பொறுப்பா இருக்கிறீங்களன்றபடியா அந்த டிவியில உங்களை நாங்க கொண்டுறோம்ன்றதுதான் நான் உங்களுக்கு திருப்ப உங்களை ஞாபகப்படுத்தி கொண்டிருந்தேன். அதுபோல யாழ்ப்பாணத்துல 2 பேருக்கு ஞாபகப்படுத்தினா நான் ஏதோ காரணம் சில நான் வெளியில நின்ற டைம் அவள் வந்து பேசிக்கணும் தெரியல. திருக்குமார் சார் அப்படி ஒரு சிலர் கிளிநொச்சியில இருந்தும் இதண்டினான், அது என்ன நடந்தது தெரியல. மற்றபடி ஓகே, நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you. என்ன ஜாயின் பண்ண வச்சதுக்கு பாலேசன். Thank you.
Thanks Chandrika ma'am, thanks for joining. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
எல்லாமே நல்லா திட்டம் போட்ட மாதிரி நல்லா நடந்தது. நீங்க எல்லாரும் வந்து இவ்வளவு நேரம் இருந்து எங்களுக்கு நல்ல ஆரோக்கியமான கருத்துக்களை சொன்னதுக்கும் அடுத்து நாங்கள் தொடர்ந்து பயணிப்போம் எல்லாருமே சேர்ந்து. அதுக்கு நீங்க பூரண சப்போர்ட் தருவீங்கன்ற ஒரு நம்பிக்கையோட இந்தியா நிகழ்வை நாங்கள் இதோட முடிச்சு கொள்ளலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். தேங்க்யூ எவ்ரிவன். We would like to close the meeting at the point right now. We have already discussed everything. We will go ahead further. Thank you.
Thank you. Vanakkam.
Nandri.
Good luck. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
நன்றி பிரசாத்.
Thank you. Thanks Yogan sir. Thanks.
மீண்டும் புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Don't give up.
Sure.
Keep on moving.
Sure.
Thank you.
Nandri.
Thank you, Akshaya.
Thank you, Akshaya. Thank you, Neela. Thank you, Malola. Thank you, Prasad. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. I will close.
Bye.